Hey everybody, it's me, Jum Jumington, former CEO of Jumington Dynamics, broadcasting live from the Jumington Dynamics Auxiliary Hazardous Materials Storage Facility somewhere in the world. On this fine Tuesday evening, how is everybody doing? Hopefully well, hopefully good. Don't have a lot to talk about before we jump into the game. I'm eager to get back to this. We just finished Boggly Woods. Honestly, Boggly Woods is probably my least favorite section of this game. It's not super long, and it's just kind of, I don't know. It's not bad. I don't want to say it's bad. It's just my least favorite part. I do like Glitzville a lot. I think my favorite part is the pirate section. It is in this one, right? Yeah, that is this one. I really enjoyed that section a lot, but it'll be a bit before we get to that. In fact, it may be a bit before we get to Glitzville even. I put that in the title, and then I thought about it some more. I'm like, wait, there's some stuff I got to do before then. So I may not even see Glitzville. I think we will. I think if I stream for about 4 or 5 hours, I'm pretty sure we'll at least get to Glitzville, but I don't know if I'll complete the chapter. There's some in-between stuff I got to do. But that's fine. I can go around and look for stuff. Now that I got the spin jump, I can collect some areas. I got to try and remember where they are, where some star pieces are. I got some shine sprites. I did go back into the Boggly area to pick up the star piece and the shine sprite. At least the ones that I knew were there. Which there was only one that I remembered, and I found it and was like, that's enough. I didn't have a ton of time to play it. I was traveling over the weekend, just a family birthday. I had to do some driving for. No big shakes, but I didn't get back until later last night. And then I made the foolish mistake of trying to install a RGB mod on my 3DO, which honestly the S video is really good. I don't know why I even went for it. I was like, it's good, but could it be better? And I've got this kit and I've been waiting for a while. Maybe I should try and install it. And I put it under my magnifier. My magnifier that I had, well, I still have, is on a little stand. And because of the way it's bolted to the stand, it's very small and it really limits the size of board I can put under it. And it just wasn't big enough to fit the 3DO board under so I could see the chip I'm soldering to. Hey, Utter Chaos. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. And, yeah, so I'm like, well, I've done, like I did the DC HDMI on the Dreamcast without a magnifier, but I think that those pins were spaced a little bit differently. I think those was not as fine a pitch. I may be wrong, but I was able to pull that off, and I'm like, well, I'll give it a shot. First mistake, I had too much solder on the end of my soldering iron, so I had some bridging, and I was struggling to get that off. And at that point, I should have just stopped. I should have stopped at that point and said, let's wait. I really should get a magnifier, either figure out how to use the one I've got to get it under there, remount it somehow, or get a different one that mounts differently that will give me access to this. But I didn't. I thought, well, I'll try and clean this up. And I kept pushing it, kept playing with it. And then I noticed that I had bent a pin on the IC. There's 200 pins. And bent one of them. And that's at that point I should have stopped. At that point I should have stopped and thought, you know, I need to wait until I get a magnifier that I can actually look at this from. But I didn't. Now I've got a couple bent pins. And I finally stopped and was like, you know what, my God, I'm just gonna ruin this. So now I'm in a situation where I have a new magnifier, I gotta get it installed. I don't know when I'll have a chance to work on it again. I've got to try and get that set up. There's only one good type of mounting. No, for Headmo. We're not talking about that kind. But I got the magnifier and I got to get it set up and make sure I can actually see what I'm working on and see if I can get these pins heated up and shifted back to their proper pads without causing more damage. I'm not going to push real hard. I'm going to take it real slow and try and go over them. If I can't, the next step would be to take some hot air to it and remove the chip and then fix the pins very carefully and get it lined up and resolder the 200 pins of it. And I'd rather not go that route. The flip side is that using a proxy buying service, I can find a 3DO for a pretty decent price on Japanese auction sites like Yahoo Auctions. And so, you know, I could just replace it. Because I looked at the cost of replacing the 3DO and just like, you know what, forget the mod. Unless I really want to try it again. In which case I'd probably have to pay $7 to $15 once you include shipping to get a new ribbon cable. And just go with the S-Video or maybe try to install it again. I looked around to see if there was someone I could send this to. Like, I don't know, maybe this is a little bit outside of the scope of my abilities here. And the cost of it was like getting this one fixed versus just buying another one. I'm like, why don't I just buy another one? You can buy two more for the cost. We'll see. But I need to get a 3DO at least by October, if not beforehand. I know it's weird. I've talked a lot about being excited about getting a 3DO and getting it set up and stuff, and I haven't played anything on 3DO yet. But I'm bringing it out for October because I'm gonna do pretty much October is going to be nothing but horror games, and there's a couple on the 3DO I want to play, and then I'll trickle some more stuff out before then. If I might play something before then, but definitely by October I need to have one working. The amount of Noper Henmo I hear in a day is starting to make me question myself. Well, I mean, I think that might be the desired effect. Possibly. So yeah, that's all I got going on. I got that twin Famicom. I was because I'm just a filthy junkie for this stuff now. This is the only reason I really jumped on this. I'm gonna say I thought the S-Video was fine. The reason I really jumped on is because I like soldering projects and I like putting this stuff together. And like once it's done, it's like this works great. And I'm gonna use it, but I really would like to solder some more. So I got that twin Famicom all set up, and I was very excited about that. It looks really cool. I'm excited to play some Famicom Disk System games on that. But then I'm looking at it, and it's like, you know, it's got hardwired controllers, and the cables aren't super duper long. I don't really want to chop them up to extend it. Also, because I see a lot of people just take like a NES extension cable and splice it in there. And I don't really want to chop these cables up. But also, if you do it to controller 2, you lose the microphone. And that was a lot of why I got it, is because controller 2 has a microphone. And there's some games that require that I want to play and experience that. You can buy an adapter, although the only one I've seen available out there is kind of expensive. It was like $45 or $75 assembled, and I'm like, it's not worth that much to me right now. But that'll let me plug regular NES controllers like my wireless Retrobit controller in, mostly for a longer cord, but also for a turbo. When I found out there's a Twin Famicom version that had turbo controllers, and so I like, does anybody just have the controllers off of a gutted system? And someone does for $350, and that's way too damn much. You're out of your mind. You could buy the whole thing for under 100 if you look around. But then I found somebody was selling a 4 parts Famicom with the cases kind of busted up, but it had turbo controllers. I'm like, I can get that. I can probably just swap these out. I might. I'm going broke. I'm going absolutely broke. I'm going to be homeless. And I'm going to be living in a shelter that's made up of stacked up Super Nintendo carcasses in no time here. And then I'll just slowly destroy myself with solder fumes because I won't have enough electricity to run the fume extractor. Should always have a fume extractor if you're doing soldering, like always. That stuff's bad. As a testament to that, I pulled out the filter on my desoldering gun. And, I've been using it for a while, but that thing was like... It's a white cotton. Well, I don't know if it's cotton. It's a white like cotton like puck that goes in the end of it, and that thing was like all black. It was filthy. It's like those pictures like this is what your lungs look like with smoking. That's what that is. So yeah, if you're doing soldering, get some kind of fume extractor. Don't risk it. Some people used to say you need that because of lead content in solder, and then they're like, well, it's lead free. And you're like, no, that's not what you're breathing in. The lead's not aerating. Like the point at which lead becomes gas is much, much hotter than you're getting off a soldering iron, but it's the flux. It's the flux that's within it and other chemical additives that burn off. And that's definitely not something you want to breathe in. Anyway, I've rambled on about that a lot. I really do like soldering and fixing old consoles, and I'm very excited every time I see like, ooh, there's a new add-on board for this that somebody made. Ooh, I saw one that Zaxor, who makes the Turbo Nanza, which is a video upgrade board for the PC Engine and TurboGrafx that I installed my PC Engine. It's a very nice board. I saw that he's working on a board to allow you to use the Turbo EverDrive Pro on an Analog Duo, which is the, not Analog Duo, PC Engine Duo. Analog Duo is the analog FPG emulator version. But the PC Engine Duo has the CD-ROM drive built into it as a single unit. And the problem with the Turbo EverDrive is the Turbo EverDrive can act as a CD-ROM unit, but it cannot, because of the way the PC Engine is designed, you can't use it with a unit that has a CD attached or a unit that has the CD built into it. So this board aims to solve that so you can use the Turbo EverDrive Pro in a PC Engine Duo without an issue. I'm like, wow, that's real neat. I don't own a PC Engine Duo. I just have a PC Engine and the Turbo EverDrive. And I honestly, like, it's the same for the Genesis. I don't have a Sega CD. I've got a Sega Genesis. I have Sega CD games. I don't have a Sega CD. They're expensive. The last time I tried to buy one, people wanted like $200 for a broken one. And that was like the starting. I think you could get maybe $150 for a broken one, but then it's broken. What good is it? You might be able to fix it. Maybe. It's hard to get good lasers and parts for that stuff now, and then that's like a whole headache. Or I could just buy an EverDrive that emulates the CD portion and does a pretty good job of it, and then I don't need it. So it's gonna be weird if I ever pull out Sega CD games or PC Engine CD games. The model is just gonna be the base unit, the model sitting, over yonder. It's just gonna be the base unit without the CD add-on. I'll talk about the CD add-on and explain why I don't have it, but I'm not gonna put it in there because I'm not gonna use it. I just don't. That's why I use optical drive emulators for pretty much everything. Is like, I don't trust the lasers on stuff. I even went to the effort of fixing my 3DO laser, even though I later put an ODE in anyway, just because I was curious, like, what's it gonna take to get this running? And my curiosity got the better of me, and I spent some money I probably shouldn't have. And I got it working. But I just don't trust it. And so if I have an option to not use that, I will. And in the case of like the Sega CD systems that had CD add-ons, the solution is a flash drive that emulates that part of it rather than something that installs in the CD portion. Little difference. There's a difference, but it's very little. And like, that's what I'm going for. If it's broken, it's no good. Like, no! Good God. How does YouTube let that through? I'm shocked. I'm shocked continually by the stuff that YouTube says no to, and the stuff it's like, okay, boss, let it in. I have zero control over that. Like, I mean, I could go in and ban specific words, but I feel like you're entering into an arms race there if you start trying to ban specific words that I really don't want to get into. I will, though. I will, by God. Someday I'll figure out how I can block a certain phrase that has become popular. I say that I probably will never figure it out. I'll probably never put the effort into it. Now there it is. There it is. God dang it. So this is too far. Is the bunk deserved? Should I censor myself? YouTube said, now let's go. Man, YouTube just can't make up their mind. I don't know what I could do about this besides banning the word Joe. People aren't too excessive with it. Once I reach a point where like I look over at the screen and the entire chat on my video is emoji Joe, that's when things start. That's when I get serious about it. Anyway, let's go over to the game. I've been listening to this music for like 15-20 minutes now. Longer. Yeah, you'll find a way around it. That's the thing. That's the problem with like trying to ban any of that stuff. There's always ways around it. There's always ways to get around it if you're clever. That stuff rarely works properly if you really think about it. I mean, it can, but they're usually not set up that well. And there's always gotchas. I always bring up Pokemon because Pokemon is like the ultimate. Let's see, useful items. Still got that. Am I just gonna carry that orb forever? Probably. 6 shine sprites. Okay, that's what I was looking for. In Pokemon, in the later games where they added, because of online trading, right? That was the big deal. They added in censorship so that it will not allow you to name Pokemon certain names. And there's a Pokemon, Cofagrigus, that has one of those words in its name. But the base Pokemon, you catch a Cofagrigus, it's fine. But if you try to name a Pokemon Cofagrigus, it will block it. And that's what happens with these things. That it's like anti-piracy measures in games. You're not going to stop the pirates, but you will make it harder for your legitimate customers. And if I try and start blocking tons of words, I'm not going to stop bad actors who want to fill my chat with garbage, which is, so far, none of you really fit in that bill. Though I may not always agree with what appears in this chat window. Yeah, de novo. Yeah. Ugh. So, like, it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop them. It's just going to make it harder for people trying to like legit communicate on stuff. And then the people who want to put a bunch of nasty stuff. Sorry about that breathiness. Some nasty stuff inside my chat are still going to find a way to do it. Yeah, anti-piracy is hilarious to me. When you have like, oh, this says like a phone home server, and it has to verify the game. And on launch day, the server's down. You can't play the game. You paid $60 or more now for that game, and you can't play it for like a day or two. But there are people playing it because day one, there's a crack out there that gets rid of it. And people are going to find that crack. And then they're going to find that page that's like, this is how you can get it all for free. And I go, why would I ever pay for this again? People in pirate stuff, we're never going to buy your stuff anyways. I don't think that's 100% true, but I think it's very close to 100. I don't absolutely agree with that. I think that there more often than not, that is the case. But I also think there are people who would buy it if the option wasn't there. But I think that number is so small as to be insignificant. I just think I disagree with the assessment that nobody that pirates would buy stuff if they couldn't pirate it. but it is most people. Most people who pirate stuff would never buy it. They would just find something else. Yo, Sky and Leather, what's going on? Welcome in. Germ. Pirated so much music in my life, went back and bought a lot of it afterwards. Yeah, I don't know what I was gonna follow it up with. I had a thought and it was fleeting and it disappeared on me. Music's a good one because it was super easy to get that, but now, like, you know, there's a value to be had with getting some of that for some people anyway. I think about, like, Photoshop was like the big one that I knew a lot of people that pirated Photoshop who would have never spent the money, never had the money to spend on Photoshop, and just would not have used it at all if they had to pay for it. That would just be it. Did they lose a customer with them? No. And then eventually they went, you know, some of them went to jobs that provided it and that job paid for it. And thus the job didn't, because I've known organizations that didn't, and that didn't end well for them. I did pirate Shovel Knight and loved the game so much I bought it, even though I beat the game. Yeah. I think a lot of like the game developers are like, look, pirate it if you like. It'd be great if you bought it, but it's the publishers who are big on that. But that's also because the publishers are the ones who, more often than not, are making the big bucks on it, more so than the people who actually made the stuff. That's true for a lot of stuff. Rawr. I don't know if anybody noticed or if it's noticeable at all. It may be subtle. I have adjusted my microphone settings. I'm still not quite used to them. I'm not an EQ whiz, so I don't know how all of that sounds when I adjust it. It's like the same thing with the cooking, you know, add to taste. Like, I have no taste. So if you want to adjust the EQ to the sound you like, I'm like, well, I don't like any of the sound in my voice, so I don't know. I can't differentiate, like, is this good or is this bad? But I boosted it up to try and get into the between -5, -10 range on the meter here. And I'm still kind of adjusting a lot of other stuff. So as always, let me know what you think about the audio. I am continually improving this stuff. I do not know what I'm doing. I do not know what I'm doing at all. I'm just blindly fumbling through all of this. So feedback is always appreciated. Tilted about my stream stuff. So, oh, I appreciate that. Well, that is the intention. I'm a little drinky though. Well, that'll do it. At least for me. That'll do it. I'm falling asleep over here. Mario is, not me. Scuff. Let's put some angles there. I think we're done with all this. You'll be all right, Mario. Good luck with your search for the crystal stars. Great. What's this little dude got to say? Nothing? Okay. I think his entire race was wiped out by the by these dudes here. I think his race is, I think all of his people are gone. He's not gonna have a place in the society. He'll be gone. He's the last of his kind, and they're not gonna look favorably on him. Brandmo with my coordinates. Hey, Kaiju here to take over this chat with me. Oh god. Oh god. I always appreciate a Kaiju visit, but if it was Kaiju and Berhenmo bouncing off of each other, I think I would be hiding that stuff. Take here, big stash man. Okay. I'll be happy to pontificate for you anytime you like. Great. There wasn't anything out here, I don't believe. We can just leave. Let's hit the bricks. Which one is it? This one? I never remember which D-pad opens this stuff quickly. I'll always forget it. This guy got lucky with that today. Oh, I didn't catch the stream. I'm usually out on Tuesdays, which is a bummer because I can't watch anything. YouTube won't let me talk what I want to talk, right? Yeah. That's the norm. I mean, Henmo's getting some spicy stuff through. I thought it was Raffles. He was wrong. Oh my God. I don't need to talk to this fella. I've gotten everything I need to know from him. What happens if I fall on here? Yeah, 1 hit point's not that bad. That's fine. I can live with it out of my curiosity. Woo! Cussing it and get bonked. Yeah, like, there's no consistency to it. Uh-oh. Hey, you hear that? Someone's mailing you. Boop. Man, I wish the Game Boy SP got email. Maybe it didn't. I think the Game Boy Advance had a cell phone adapter in Japan, but it was very limited use from what I recall. I don't think it had a lot of like online capabilities. The DS had some more of that. From what I remember, it was a very limited use thing, but I know there was a Silent Hill visual novel for that that had chapters you could download with that. But the problem was that I don't believe it stored them when you weren't in use, and so it's considered a lost game now, because unlike similar to, but not exactly like the Satellaview for the Super Famicom, where it had a flash cart more or less that you were downloading the games to, and that's the only place they existed. So unless you can find someone who still has that on the flash cart, the games have been lost. I think this was even worse, because I think it was like they would have had to have their Game Boy Advance on all of this time. I think if you turned it off, it was just gone. So like it's completely lost. I think I've seen some chapters that people had somehow gotten or have talked about, but I think the fullness of the game is lost to the sands of time. Twitch once worked, but now it's like, nah. Twitch has got problems. I mean, everywhere's got problems. Probably shouldn't get in it. I spent a lot of time talking about this stuff. Did you see that Humble Games is basically like they're shuttering? They laid off all their staff. And then leadership was like, no, we're not closing down. It's like, when you fired everybody, so you're probably closing down. That's unfortunate. But there's so much of that going on that it's like, are things really that bad? Or is it just they need to raise their bottom line for the stock price? That's what it seems more like, but I don't know. I'm no business analyst. But Twitch is in there too. I think they got another round of layoffs coming. Dear Mario, I'm sure you're very concerned about me. But please know I'm fine. I'm actually more worried about you. The fiends who kidnapped me are searching desperately for the crystal stars. I'll try to learn what I can about them. I'll email again if I uncover anything, okay? You must know I miss you. Lately I've dreamt about our days back in the castle. Well, that's sweet. I hope we'll spend carefree days there again soon, Princess Peach. Oh, isn't that sweet, Mario? That's what I'm saying. How cute. Good thing I'm moving to music instead of just playing video games. Yeah, I to me, like, well, I guess it depends what you mean by moving into music. If it's just like for the streaming stuff, yeah. Business analysts only enter through the back. I mean, probably. Let's be real here. Oh, these guys. Moving, having more hobbies. Yeah. I don't have that problem because 90% of the games I play are like, you know, within my lifespan. They're decades old at this point. So like, I'm never gonna run out of games. I will die before I play all the games I want to play, given like the wide breadth of games I'm interested in. If the game market completely collapsed today, I would still be eating good for years and years. My analyst do that. Yep. These plants sure do like analyzing things. Ugh. I hate them. I hate them so much. They're so aggravating. I just want them gone. I want them gone. No, I can take them. I can take them. I could use a special. Mobilize characters. I'll just throw this out there. It's fine. I can make it up. I'll have plenty of time. Let's see if I can pull this off. Do. Wow. Maximum power. And they're dead. Excellent. Burning desire for my Wii. That up and play a decade-old game you can't get anywhere else. If the market drops, I'd be jumping joy because then I would invest my money when it's all. Yeah, I mean that's the way to do it. That's how the rich get richer. When everything drops out, when the market drops out and we're all out of work, people with money go and buy. Not interested. I'm just not interested. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been thinking about this a lot. It's not that I dislike the combat in this. It's just the ooh. But do I have room for it? I do this time. I avoid fights a lot in a lot of RPGs just because it's become apparent more and more with a lot of RPGs that like these fights aren't really worth it. Yeah, I get some experience and that's fine, but like I'm experiencing fine on things I have to do. All these side fights just seem like a wasteful expenditure of my resources. I don't know. We should. Rune Factory, Tides of Destiny. Oh, that's a nice one. They won't let it fall. Gotta stop the wars first. Yeah, there's a lot going on there. Again, I'm not any kind of analyst on this stuff, but like, it's all made up. It's all made up. It's all BS. That's what I said about that. Sky on a Wii. I got my my family Wii that they had all abandoned. I'm gonna fight this. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to switch my party. Okay. I will fight it. Bonk. Get him that pow, baby. Shabam. There we go. You just buy more of those. So my family bought a Wii. They said it was for the family years ago. It was for my young niece, she was not so young anymore. And when they moved out, they took it with my niece and her father, and they had it for a while. And I was over there earlier in the year, and I saw it, and I'm like, do you guys still use this? Like, nope. Like, well, would you mind if I took it? Like, yeah, go ahead. Here's all the games we had for it. Nobody plays it anymore at all. It's not hooked up. Hasn't been hooked up for a while. Great. My sister had my Wii garage, keeping the water in the lake failed. When you couch and all my stuff drowned. Oh man, that's a bummer. This was a Wii. This was one of the older Wiis that still had GameCube compatibility. Although I have a GameCube, so I didn't really need that. But I picked up a HDMI add-on board for it, which is why I bought the magnifier I have now originally, because that was some very fine soldering. Not particularly difficult, just very small. And with HDMI output, like, it is real nice. And also, it is very easy to put a custom firmware on that thing and just have all of your games loaded onto an SD card. Like, put all your games in, copy it to the SD card. Now it's just, now your games are all just on there. They're all just there. You don't need the disc at all. That was really nice. To be fair, house drowned. Did not cry over anything I lost. Well, that's a good attitude. Well, I don't know why that just saw that peak. It shouldn't. Well, it's still working on this. Didn't know she had any of it anyways. Ah. Yeah, I mean, stuff. It's a bummer when stuff gets wrecked, but like, stuff can get replaced a lot easier than like a whole house. Notice my mic peak sometimes. Yeah, I I mean, it's like for a second, but like I've got, you know, the Go XLR has a compressor, and then the, actually, I don't have anything set up in OBS. I think I just went everything through the Go XLR. I don't know if it really does, you know? Yeah. Well, I mean, there's stuff like, sometimes it cuts it off, but it still shows it. Usually sounds okay. If it doesn't cut, you good. Yep. I didn't hear anything strange. There are like times where it's the opposite. This is why it takes me so long to get through these games, because I can't talk and walk at the same time. I've noticed sometimes when I do the switch to Bubble Bobble and that little transition plays, when I go back and watch the video, there's like a weird noise at the start of it, like there's like a weird noise at the start of it that's not, I can't hear it in the preview here. It just shows up in the recording. And I'm trying to look into it, but like it's hard to test because it only shows up sometimes in the recording, but not in like the preview. So I may just have to like kill the audio on that video and do audio a different way. I don't know what the deal is with that. It's kind of aggravating, but I noticed that. So I apologize if anybody ever catches that. It may not even be in the live broadcast. It may just be in the recording for some reason. It's very weird. Oh, jeez. I'm like flipping out here. Oh! I didn't particularly want to fight these things. I can jump on these, right? I can jump on these. Never heard it. Yeah, so that's the thing. Like I gotta go back and watch the videos because I could find it in some specific videos, but like other videos don't have it. And when I was testing my mic stuff and just doing recordings and playing back the recordings, I noticed it in some of those, but not all of them. It was very weird. Wow. Get him with the shield. I love his stylish so much. I love his spin around on his back. It's cool. Bonk. Do I need to go that way? I don't think I do. Yeah, I'll fight this guy anyway. Oh, woo! It's really weird. This girl showing you her dog collar. That is. I'm not sure if that's a reference to something that I'm not getting, but that is kind of. I mean, was it a collar from the dog, or is it the dog collar that they wear? And was it like an actual dog collar, or was it just like a choker that looks like a dog collar? Oh no. Oh no. This is a real thing. Okay. And it was okay. That must have been in a Discord. I'm assuming. Must have missed that. Oh, we got something here. I need you to blow on this. Yes. Very good. Beautiful. What's in the box? Happy Heart Pea. Well, I mean, that's nice. If you like your partners. Do I like my partners? Probably. Remember saying she showed you something else that you didn't expect her to have. I thought it was common sense, but I guess not. Chocolate looks like a dog collar. And you gave it a chain. Well, see, man, if you give it a chain, though, like, you know, I'm not gonna comment. Chokers are nice. That's Chum's reaction to the chatter that makes my evening. Well, I'm glad I can provide for you, Perhenmo. Add a leash to the collar. Yeah, that's. Even nicer when you break the choker. Is that a thing? This is where I need to go. I believe. I don't think I need the professor here. Oh, and he has a bowl of food on the floor. Oh no. Oh no. It's going too far. To be fair, I'm guaranteed this is not where you're going with it. Hey, Kaz, the hell did I walk in on? I don't know, Kaz. I don't know. This is my chat. Welcome. How are you? I hope you're well. How'd the Minecraft collab go? I was on the road, so I didn't get to see much of it. I did see it seemed like it was starting a little bit later, and then when I was at a stop somewhere, I glanced over and saw you guys going through some kind of tower of terror, but I didn't see how things worked out in the end. Cass put the collar on. Oh my gosh. I'm not breaking that collar. It was $2. That's a value. That's a hot value. Anytime people talk about like food on the floor, like put a bowl of food up or something, like my first thought is the movie Audition. And if you've seen it, you'll know what I'm talking about and be suitably horrified. And if you haven't seen it, just know that you will be horrified. But you should watch the movie. Absolutely. I don't care if you even like horror movies and you have like a faint disposition. Like, go watch it. It's good stuff. My crap went off the rails. I'm a bad person, but good at PvP. Oh my God. Damn near hour before y'all started was crazy. Wow. What happened? Well, I suppose I didn't see anything in the Discord talking about it, but people probably wouldn't. I know she happened. No wonder if he was just trying to get something set up last minute. I don't know. I always default to the kindest interpretation of events. That's just me. I was watching Cecily. She did a good job entertaining us. Yeah, I had Cecily on for a little bit. Almost grabbed the electric. Yeah, I noticed that with some of our collabs. Like, sometimes what drives me crazy with collabs is if like the time gets confused. Remember we did the I think it was the golf with friends where it was that, I think it was that one where like people were on all different times of when we were starting, and somebody had started streaming like a half hour earlier than I thought we were, and we were all in the Discord, and I didn't realize that they were streaming what we were talking about. I saw some of Kaz's excellent singing. Mario Kart might have been the one I was thinking of. The golf had stuff too. Do a collab, y'all have 10 minutes. I start and I'm not looking back. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess it depends. If it's a group of people and I can hang out with other people and we're just waiting for somebody and it kind of drags on, that kind of sucks. But at least I've got someone to talk to. If it was me and one other person and they kept me waiting, it would be canceled. That would be over. Celeste was listening to a lot of our Doctor Who stuff. Oh my gosh. That conversation was nuts. Techno should happen, communicate. Yeah, I agree with that. The ones that I've been a part of that had issues, I think that it was weird confusion about the starting time, which seems to come up a lot. That a time is put in and they use, I forget the name of it, but they use a service where basically you put in a time and it gives you a URL that you can copy into Discord and it will show everybody their local time zone. So you don't have to worry about everyone getting confused and translating it. It will just show, hey, it's 7 p.m. Eastern. And if they're in Central, it'll show 6 p.m. Central and so on. And then people still kind of get confused over that. But then sometimes someone will come in for something that's scheduled for 7 p.m. Eastern and be like, this starts at 6:30, right? And someone else will go, yep. And then that's it. I'm like, what? Kaiju, I have a single mind when it comes to non-count. Stuff activities time very strict on. Yeah. Well, a lot of the stuff that happens would be pretty late for you. Late in the day for you, considering how early you get up. So I just spam all the continuous use timestamps and UDC. Yeah. Oh, they're bringing the shot collar. Oh my God. I gotta get back to the game. Now, my little Mario, it's Crystal Star time. Sure. Which crystal star is your favorite crystal star? I don't remember all of them. I don't really need to. Sapphire? What color is sapphire? Sapphires are blue, aren't they? And I was confused about that because ATI, back before they were part of AMD, ATI or AMD, whatever you want to call them, the Radeon graphics card, they had a card called the Sapphire, and it was all red. All the branding was red. And when someone was like, sapphires are actually blue, I'm like, what? What? Talking about Pokemon games here? That is probably a better question. Sapphires can be pink too. Location of a crystal star has been recorded on your magical map. Oh boy. Wow. Oh, merci me. The next crystal star has made an entrance. My. But correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't it up in the sky? What does that mean? Pink is just a bleached ruby. That means that beneath this town, the 1,000-year-old ruins remain intact. And that door has been sealed shut for 1,000 years by crystal stars. In order to open that seal, we have to muster the power of all the crystal stars. Perhaps I'm just daft, but why would they want to seal this treasure away at all? Did they fear thieves and brigands? If not, then what? No, that's not. That's not what? I don't know. Frankly, please. I'm sorry. So sorry. I know that the treasure was sealed away around the time the town was destroyed. But the problem is, no one's even sure what it was that caused the town's demise. All that's written is this: darkness stole the sky and the cataclysm rained down. I must research this more, assuming we're just making, well, you know what the saying. Oh yes, how inappropriate. In any case, what about the location of this crystal star that's floating on the map? Very interesting. Perhaps it's pointing to the floating town of Glitzville. When I saw that written, I immediately had to go look at my title, make sure I didn't spell that wrong. I think sapphire is the first thing that comes to mind. Is an intense blue color. Natural sapphires come in almost every color of rainbow, including pink, rose, violet, yellow, orange, green, blue, green, or white, colorless. I'm colorblind and drink. Don't test me. Like and subscribe. Yes, like and subscribe. Oh, pin that. Oh, pin that message on the channel. Thank you for Headmo. 7 people here. I want to see the thumbs up go up. Yes. Yes. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, please, if you like it. If not, then what else? If not, then I wonder why you're here, unless you're hate watching. I hope you're not. You have better things you could do with your time, I'm sure. But if you are here and enjoying it, hit that like button. I don't think the likes go up unless you refresh the page. That's possible. I don't, until it's over, I don't trust the numbers. And even then, I don't entirely trust the numbers. Sometimes I see my subscriber count go up like 5 and then it goes down by 2 the next day. And I'm like, did 2 people decide to unsubscribe, or was it just like, some of these don't count? Like, oh, okay. And why is that? I never understand. Like in all my accounts? No, just the one is fine. Just the one is fine. Likes are useful for me as a measure of, do people like my videos? Anything dealing with like the algorithm where it's like you're farming for likes to get it pushed up more is nice, and that's added. But like my main question is, hey, do you like this? You having a good time? You enjoy this? You're gonna come watch some more? You're like hanging out here? That's what I care about. But also I'm like so far away from like growth meaning anything measurable to me that it's like when I get closer to like monetization levels, then it's gonna be like, oh, come on now. You got a couple likes in your pocket, right? If you all just spare a couple likes, If you care, spare a couple subs. Subs, YouTube remove bots. Algorithm think you're doing bad. Same with dislikes. Yeah, I've only ever gotten like 2 dislikes, which I think the algorithm somewhat worked in that, because I think people who really disliked my stuff stopped coming back, which is good, which is how it should work. You know, I can understand everybody likes it, and then you shouldn't have it thrown in your face because you're not going to like it. YouTube also removed sub when this account was deleted. Unfathomable to me. Well, actually, no, I take the back. I can think of reasons that would happen. Got you with those dislikes, homie. Yeah, but they're like very old streams. But it was like 1 with 4 likes, so I'm like, you know, it's fine. It's the same as the comments that are like, this would be better without that AI generated garbage. And I'm like, well, I appreciate that you don't like it, but it's not AI generated. But I also don't want to respond to engage in you. So like, thanks for stopping by. Find something else you like better, and I hope you have a great day. YouTube don't know single digit numbers. 4 different accounts deleted. Yeah, I was gonna say, because from my perspective, it's like, why would you ever delete your own account? It's like, no, the account can be deleted for other reasons. I'm like, oh yeah. You should only get dislikes on shorts. I can understand that a lot more. Shorts get a lot of eyes on them. I don't know. I don't think I've ever disliked a video. Okay, I guess if I just didn't like it, I just closed it and was like, that's enough for me. Because like, I don't know. Not liking a video is equal to disliking it for me, in my mind. Shorts are weird. They are. I don't mess around with shorts too much. There's a stunning arena there where great warriors engage in furious battles. Sorry, sometimes it maybe give people whiplash when I'm like really, into the chat, and then it's like there's words on the screen. I have to advance this. It's when people start fights in the shorts comments. Oh my gosh. Exponentially more time writing a comment than watching the video. People get nuts. People get crazy in the comments. I notice a lot less comments on videos nowadays. Like not just mine, just like in general. Like I find videos and there's a lot less comments than I used to see like 4 or 5 years ago. Sensibly, families go there on vacation to lounge and enjoy the fights, but behind the scenes, the richest people in the world wager on the bouts. A floating city, you say? So are you just supposed to sprout wings and fly there, darling? Do tell. You are hovering in the air. Do not tell me you can't fly. You're some sort of air elemental cloud thing. Just heft us up there. We'll all cling on to your pearl necklace and you'll just genie us up there. When fantasy creatures are like, that's too fantastical, I can't believe it. Like, you're a centaur. What do you mean you can't believe in werewolves? Most of the bots comments on video. Oh, the first stuff. Well, that's weird. A special blimp flies there. It departs from Rogueport several times a day. The problem is getting a seat. The only way to get a ticket is through certain channels. Oh, that sounds exciting. A little on the seedy side. Show me the way. I don't know. But I guess we don't have much choice. Word on the street is all tickets go through Don Pianta at the west side. Head west from Rogueport's main square and you'll reach the side of town controlled by Don Pianta. He's the Pianta Syndicate head, and I heard he makes pretty regular jaunts over to Glitzville. I like the sound of this Don Pianta fellow. I cannot wait to meet him. It may sound easy, but he's a syndicate boss, folks. The rumors about him are scary. And Don Pianta is a recluse. Just getting an audience with him will be difficult. All right. Take a look at the trash. Garbage pail's empty. Okay, we got everything. We got everything we need. Sometimes he's got garbage, and you're going to want that garbage. What? Why am I getting mail here? Gotta be careful when a bot comments my videos to keep posting links. Oh, yeah. That's the big thing with bots. I used to see that a lot of live streams, and that's why like most live streams will prevent posting links because of bots. It's me. I sent you a picture of King Rich. Oh my gosh, no. No. She's a fat elemental. It's cloud, man. It's all fluff. You don't trust me. You don't want a thin cloud person, right? You need someone of substance who's going to stand up to the wind. All right, Coops, how are you boys doing? I'm just amazed. I had no idea a machine like this could be used to send messages. Technology! Wow! I'm doing great, drinking fresh spring water, picking wildflowers, polishing my shell. This town seemed so boring 10 years ago, but I see the world differently now. I bet you'll like Petalburg more than you used to once you get back from your adventure, Coops. Well, I mean, he won't be stuck inside a dragon's, colon for 10 years, so I don't think it'll have it won't hit quite the same. So where are you headed next? I want you to see the wide world, son. It'll be good for you. You'll grow, but don't grow too much, else you might be too tall to fit through the front door. From Cooply. That guy's, suffering from major psychological trauma from his time inside the dragon, and he's hiding it through humor, which is kind of sad if you think about it. King Richard joke only works with 35-year-olds and older. Probably. I'm getting my scuff. I'm going to scream. Got this account promoted to get 50 subs to stream on mobile. Really? Admittedly, when I started streaming, I had a YouTube channel that had 105 subs, right around 100 subs, from when I used to produce YouTube videos 10 years ago. It was a long time ago. And so I didn't have to deal with any of that stuff. I just popped on and hit stream. And I'm lucky because I didn't look into it at all. I'm just I'll just make a stream and go. Whoop, and it went through. And now when I hear people talking about I need to get this many subs to be able to stream, really, that's a requirement? I had no idea. I hope you can get there. Welcome to the home of Miran. I can power up one of your partners for 3 shine sprites. Ooh. So which partner would you like me to power up? I got 6. So I can partner both of them up. And the question is it worth waiting to have the 3 shine sprites on hand to power up the next partner, which I believe would be Yoshi. But it'll be a while before we get them. So it's probably worth it because I know the game provides enough shine sprites, if you can find them, to fully upgrade all the characters. I believe. We should play Dead Island again. Oh my God. I played the first one again. I don't know if I want to go back to the second one. The second one was not as good, in my opinion. And 50 subs to stream on mobile, 0 on computer. Oh, that explains it. I always forget that you are primarily, if not only, a mobile user, which for me is mostly the opposite. Do we even finish the second one? No, we didn't. We gave up. I think we all got really busy with stuff, and we weren't really into it, and it just never, a couple of weeks went by and nobody had hey, let's schedule another one, and it just quietly faded out. And months later, someone would say something and nobody else would respond. Do I really want to do this? The first one was fun, frustrating. I loved the first Dead Island. I loved it less in multiplayer just because it was really janky. All right, let's just upgrade both of them. I got the sprites. We got the sprites. We might as well use them. Shabizi! Shizumi! Pulling in the cosmic powers here. All of the energy of the cosmos channeled in. Yeah, so you loved it. Let's play me. No, it wasn't that. If it was other people playing it, I probably would have just given up completely after the first one. I'm done with this. It was funny. It's one of those things that at the time we were recording, when half of the team got lost and stuck in this parking lot and couldn't find their way out of it, that was rough. Afterwards, it was hilarious. But everything beyond that, it was fun. But the second one was worse for that, where you know, like two different people go in wildly different directions. Cursing compilation still there? I don't know. I have to look. I think I privated a lot of those. I didn't delete any of them, but I did private a lot of them. Riptide, best one. I see that's the second one. I was less into it. Yeah, I always get confused because Riptide is one we played, and then there's actually like Dead Island 2, which I haven't played. Which sucks because I can't make my own model to stream with using pre-made items for my current model. I think there are ways, but yeah, I think all of those ways require a computer. It's like Trials of Mana and Secret of Mana. Yeah, it is like that. It is like the AI in those, only powered by a person this time. And you could be like watching them on the map, and it's easy to watch it on the map and be like, just keep going straight. And you're not seeing on their screen where there's like a big truck or something in the way, and like they can't go straight because that stuff doesn't show up on the map. And the game kind of directs them in one direction that just keeps them trapped. I feel like one of the big deals in that game was like crafting weapons, and that weapons had durability. I got tired of that stuff so quick. I kid you not. And I feel this every time a game has weapon durability. It feels like no weapon has any durability. You hit like 2 or 3 times and it's gone. And it's like, what's the point of even getting a better weapon if they're all just going to break like this? This is driving me insane. I would love to power up more, but I have no one to power up, and I'm out of juice. There's the door. Luigi's gone. Bug. Cockroach. There we go. And I gotta keep my eyes out for the hidden patches. I did already go back there. Look at some troubles while we're here. Hate survival crafting games. We have entered the area of those games. I'm not real big on them. I'm not super big on them, I'll be honest. Like, there's a couple that I enjoyed, but like I just can't get into it anymore. I can't get into like the time investment required for them, and I just feel like I'm doing the same thing over and over again, and there are just so many of them. And I get invited from time to time by a couple friends of mine, and they're like, yeah, this game, we set up the server. I'm like, I'd rather not. 7 Days Against Saw got updated. This Project Zomboid, that doesn't consider that. That's it's kind of its own thing, right? I wouldn't lump that in there. I wanted to try that out. I think I only played like the tutorial on that. Never got much further with it. Unless I want to get in trouble with my family and jailbreak my phone to have some way to make it a computer. I can't make a 2D model. Let's see. Nothing wrong with using the default stuff. I mean, most people probably prefer to use their own thing, but look at like someone like Fillion. Fillion's big. You're using a free model that they've recolored, I believe, which did cause them some trouble. Eventually, you know, if you get really successful, you will kind of have to move on from that. But like, a lot of people do it. Want to play a game like Overwatch 1? Overwatch 2 is garbage, and now they want the 6v6 back. I do not understand what was going on with Overwatch 1 to 2. I don't get it. I don't follow it enough, but it just seems like they threw away a lot of the stuff that people wanted and then promised a bunch of stuff that then later said we're never going to do. I don't know what their deal is. Hey, is this your first time to the Trouble Center? Then I'll explain how our service works. Listen up good. Monetization changed like always. Also can't play Java Cran, and my storage is still low. Yeah, that's why, like, when you cut that video for me and you told me you did it all on mobile, I was like, how? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot you can do with that, but there are a lot of limits too. Is it just an issue of not having the device or not having access to a device? Out of curiosity, Trouble center is where people come with troubles. That's why it's named that. If you want to see what kind of troubles people have, check that bulletin board. Okay. If you're a nice guy, you'll choose someone and try to help them out. If not, not. Yeah, I'm undecided. Help someone out and they'll give you a reward. Probably. Not a bad deal, eh? Let's be honest, that's why we all do this. We're doing it for the reward. Even if we want to think of ourselves as nice guys, you're exclusively doing this kind of thing in video games just for the reward. Right? Does anybody do nice things in video games just because you're like, oh boy, I'm nice. I feel better about myself. It's so nice to help people. No, it's because you want the stuff. You know, if you keep helping them, they'll give the stuff. That's why you helped that old man in the first Paper Mario, even though he asked for ridiculous garbage. You keep helping him because eventually he's going to give you stuff. Go out of my way to be evil? I can see it. I pet a dog once. Well, come on now. Petting a dog that's also for you. Like, the dogs like it, but like, let's all agree, like, we're petting that dog because we want to pet that dog. I don't know, because you know, that's one, like, getting to pet the dog is the reward. Easy for me to edit a mobile computer and 2 videos on school Chromebook, and they took way too long. Ooh, I can see that. And I Chromebook too. Usually aren't the most juiced up devices. Remember, if you decide not to solve trouble, you have to pay to cancel. Ooh, that's rough. You got that? Well, good. Then go help someone out. Let's see here. Need a key, safe delivery, competitor research. Find this guy. Hit me, please. I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I'm hungry. Try to find me. Listen to me. Listen to me, Mayor Croup. Oh my God. You're gonna pay me to listen? Help me restock. Life mushroom. Okay, I can deal with him at some point. That one for me. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Help my daddy. This is the one I remember. I remember this one. His father is down in the pit of trials. The pit of 100 trials. 100 trials. It's 100 trials, right? Yeah. The trial pit. The pit. Y'all know what I mean. Well, let's at least do one. Mouse Million here. I need some help jogging my memory. Meet me in Rogueport Square in front of the shop. Yes, I will. Do it and do it right. You better believe I will. I'm gonna go beat this guy. D-gens, but he's got the BDSM fetish. I mean, I just, you know, I just want to beat this guy up. It's not a fetish thing. It's a money thing. Oh my gosh. I love that. I love Luigi here. I'll come back in a minute, but I love the blooper, like the cooked blooper out here, which honestly looks like a very delicious cookie. I don't mind being your sadist, baby. Oh my gosh, Frankly, what? Hello, Mario. Still working hard? Professor Frankly here. In E-form again. There's something I forgot to tell you. I highly recommend that you're looking to obtaining a certain badge. It's called the First Attack. If you have that badge equipped, you can take care of weak foes with a first strike instead of fully battling it out. The badge shop at Rogueport has it available for purchase. You can get there by exiting the second floor. Okay. I got it. I got it. You there. I have come to fulfill your deepest desire, apparently. BDSM isn't a bad thing. I mean, we're not here to judge. But I'm not that. But I'm not here to judge if you are. It's like if somebody called me a shoe, like a literal shoe, a thing that goes on a foot shoe. I'm not saying I hate shoes, but I'm not a shoe, for accuracy's sake. Put those feet. You know, this ain't a Varden stream, man. You're not gonna put me off with that. I'm not a foot bro, but like, I'm not like, ooh, feet, no, ooh. As long as they're not like going towards my mouth, that's, yeah. I am Varden's boots. Oh my God. You accepted my trouble. I smell it. Thank you. I found a good lead on a way to make money, but I sort of forgot about it. So, I want to use shock treatment to try to remember it. Yes, indeedy. Just keep hitting me in the head with that hammer until I remember. But be careful. If you hit me after I remember it, I'll forget again. Okay, let's do this. Okay. I should have hit him again. That's it. I remember now. I have to buy a sleepy sheep at the shop in Rogueport and sell it for a 2-coin profit in Paddleburg. Oh my god. I'll let that tip be your reward. Don't spend all those profits. You solved the trouble. Okay. What do you got to say? This is my brother's shop. Someday I'd like to have my own shop. That'd be nice. Great. Beautiful. I was done before. You just wanted you to know. Can ask Sky. Oh my god. Do I want to know? Do I want to know? X-Nuts terrorizing Boggly Woods have withdrawn. Just what was the motive? Graffiti corner. Whatever happened to that squishy little puny guy? I'm missing. Toadette, the animal lover. Okay. Weird. That's weird. Tell you anything you want to hear for $5. I remember there's like a star piece out in the square too. Whoop. I think we're going to be in the back alley as well. Let's see what's for sale here. I'm not super rich because I spent a lot of it. We got first attack, pretty lucky P, last stand P, power jump, action commands. Use your okay. What is the meaning to life? $5. I have bought some of these. Action commands harm or more star power. Interesting. What do I got right now? I'll find it eventually. Six out of 21. What happened to all the I don't have a bunch of stuff equipped here. That's bizarre. Oh, okay, because I went up level. 2 levels. I don't think I readjusted this. That's odd. Shrink stop charge. FP plus. I can do with that. I think I maybe took some of them out when I was looking at stuff and didn't put them back. I already got power jump. This bonking system, it knows you. It can smell you. Just keep my Vocaloid app subscription. Priorities. Oh, there it is. Oh, money. Give me. Beautiful. I was going through this like, what is that woo woo noise? And then I remembered it's her. She's the one making that noise. Woo woo. There's, I want to say another one out here. Perfect. How do I get to that? I think that's requires an upgrade. Maybe I don't have yet. Possibly. Let's talk to Luigi. Well, I went to Rumble Bump Volcano and got myself a marvelous compass piece. I love this. He starts like right in the middle of the story. Like we did hear the first part of it, but he just, there's no like, There's no recap. He's just like, so anyway, like he's moved locations too. So it's not like, you know what I'm saying? He's moved spots and just jumps into it as though like you're gonna know. Not sure. Already unsubbed on all Twitch subs. Oh no. How will they survive? So anyway, I started blasting. Yep. Same energy. It was an incredible quest. There was danger and all sorts of adventuring. It was pretty harrowing, bro. Want to hear what happened? It's a long story. Okay, sure, go ahead and tell me about the Rumble Bump volcano. Well, like I said, it's a really long story, but here goes. As soon as my ship docked on the pudding continent, I set out for the volcano. To reach my destination, I spent several days fording through dense jungle. Scary beasts were all over. More than once, I thought I was done for, bro. Isn't this just the plot of Paper Mario here? I may have screamed a bit to scare them off, you know, but as fate would have it, a blooper named Bluey heard me shrieking and found me in this one town. Bluey was on a journey of his own, but he joined me after hearing my tale. That guy does not look happy about this. Now, Bluey's a madman. Back in his hometown, they called him White Torpedo. Yeah, he's a tough guy. Anyway, he helped me fight to Rumble Bump Volcano. Mario just yawned right in Luigi's face. Oh yeah, he's just sleeping. This place was all about bubbling lava pools and heat that make the sun sweat. And the place was lousy with evil traps designed to protect the compass piece. The scariest one of all was this gigantic 100-foot tall statue that stomped around. Now, the weakness of this giant statue, bro, was a red gem on its forehead. Now, I can jump high, but not high enough to reach this thing by a long shot. So I came up with this plan for Bluey to hit that weak spot. All you, man, I said. I waited for a pause in the statue's movements and hucked Bluey up there. And bullseye, the White Torpedo saved the day. That jewel got whacked. It was a critical hit, and that stone statue toppled and crumbled into pieces. Once that was done, it was an easy stroll to the room where the treasure was. Unfortunately, Princess Eclair was nowhere to be found, but I got another piece of the marvelous compass and put it in the base. Now the compass pointed west to Plump Belly Village on the Strudel continent. So I set sails once again and came back here to Rogueport to recharge. That's what happened to me lately, but I'll be heading back out soon. Want to hear about something else? No. If you want to hear about what I've been up to, just come find me, okay? I'll be around. Hey there, I'm Bluey, and this guy is a total liar. Don't listen to him. You heard his story, right? Well, he did try to throw me, but he completely tripped. And what happened? I ended up landing in lava. Lava man, you think that feels good? Thanks to him, you can stick a fork in me. I'm well done. My pale skin's crispified. Oh my gosh. That's making me real hungry. I'm not gonna lie. Imagine like some nice calamari. Some nice fried calamari. A bit of marinara sauce. Mm-hmm. Spent 145.13 this month. Feeling good without those subs. I agree. Careful budgeting is essential to maintaining a properly balanced financial outlook. Responsible is it? Yes, I'd say I'm pretty responsible. I do spend a lot of money on old consoles and old controllers and things I don't actually need. But other than that, I'm responsible. Look, my bills get paid. All right, that's the most important thing. My bills get paid. Rent's cheap. I do live in a cave, but that's just temporary. I'm saving up to get out of there. Also, there's the matter of my legal standing of well, I didn't get into all that. There's some troubles, but you know, I got power, water, sort of. I keep the lights on. I'll just put it that way. I don't like supporting. I need to learn to fend for myself. Agreed. It's fine to help people out and support people, but like you gotta be supporting yourself first. And if you can't do that, then you can't really help anybody else. I'll never forgive this guy. I'm gonna make him pay if it takes my whole lifetime. That's the only reason I'm still hanging around with him. You'll pay, Luigi. I hope Luigi like eats him and just doesn't think anything of it, because he seems like he would do that. Does you got anything? Anything good? Hey, I've got all the hottest new products right here. Look no further. What do you got? Jumpman. Increase jump check power by 1, but lose your hammer ability. He's got a mega rush. Double paint. Double the damage Mario takes from enemies. Why on earth would I want that? Why would I want that? It's probably some combo with something else, but... by 1. Spent $150 at Disney for 3 long sleeve shirts. I'm not responsible. I mean, were they at least good shirts? I've seen some places that you can pay a lot for shirts and the shirts are like tissue paper. As long as they're good shirts, you know. And again, your bills are getting paid. Like, that's the big thing. You pay your bills. Do whatever you want with the rest of that money. You should have some savings too, but like, it's fine. It's fine. Good shirts. Well, there you go. There you go. I'd say they're expensive. I have no idea what stuff costs. All my clothes are like 10 years old, easy. I don't buy clothes. The clothes have to be like in shreds for me to be like, you know what? Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time. Paid for the cheapest items I could get. Yeah, that's a good way to start out. There is value in I want this. Oh, there's 1 HP left. Nah, not right now. I'm not in the position for that to be that valuable. There's a value proposition to spending more to get something that will last longer, but that also just being more expensive doesn't necessarily make that the case. There's a good argument for frugality as well. Pretty sure I went down on those sewers already. All right, I gotta go to the casino. Oh boy! I almost fell down that grate. Okay, it was just him. It was just him. Oh, the lottery! Oh, can't bomb that place yet. I see all those bombable cracks, and I'm like, I want to blow them up. Every day's a lucky day with happy lucky lottery. All right. I will see if we won anything. 8849. Okay. Today's winning number is 5130. Are you a winner? No. It's another lucky day. Take it as a winner today. But every day brings a new chance to try. Here's a consolation prize. Oh, it's a mushroom. Save money to get my own place and get myself a computer to stream. That's the idea. That's the idea. Keep a goal in mind and work towards it. Admirable. Very admirable. Come again tomorrow. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Boom. Scoreboard. Members card required for use. Oh, okay. Let's get some Pianta coins. 1 Pianta for 3 coins. How many? I will spend 30. Let's do some gambling here. Some tasty coins. Need a job for that? You don't necessarily need a job, you just need income. You can have income without a job. Well, I got income. I'm not working. I'm not gonna say for where. Nothing illegal, but it's not as good as the income I had when I was working. Not by far, but it's enough to buy me a twin Famicom, so I'm good enough. Yes, I need to spend $150 in subs. Oh no, I don't think that. Well, unless I missed another part of that conversation, I don't think Letter said they were paying $150 in subs, like $150 in other stuff. Oh, unless I misunderstood that. Unless that was all on subs. That is a lot on subs. Oh boy, it's my favorite type of game. The spicy matching game. Yeah, I just jam them. Sweet matching game. I'm not any good at these. Well, I was close to getting something. I'm never gonna win coins here. Boy. Hi, hello there, Mario. Welcome to the parlor. Rescuing the princess is important, but it can wait. What can I show you? I got no winnings. Someone did play Mario Brothers 3. Oh, I did. I just never got good at that. I've never been good at those. Same thing for the what do you call it? Like the slot machine at the end of Mario 2. I just jam the button, hope for the best. Discord and bits are the worst. Yeah, that is a lot. That is a lot to send on subs. 8 subs? There are some pricey subs. Since I don't know what those cost. I'm mostly used to the YouTube, which is like most people start about $4 or $5. This place is run by the head of Pianta Syndicate. You can play fun games here, win Pianta tokens to your team for prizes. Yeah, play to win. Get those prizes. I mean, I could just buy them. Like, that's also true. Families worry about me. Don't be silly. They don't mind. They're all so independent. They're happy doing their own things. Wow, that is a terrible parent right there. Terrible parenting. Discord is $10 a month. What do you get for that? What do you get for that? Received a $10 on Ko-Fi a few weeks ago. First ever donation. Hey, nice. Nice. You know, over 2,000. I know bits, from what I remember, like bits individually weren't that much. But it's been a while since I looked at that. I don't know, what do you get for subbing on Discord? I'm just a filthy free user. The boss told me to look after this place. You do anything funny, I'll toss you like that. So what do I gotta do here? Yep. Hey, Inochi. I don't think it's supposed to be pronounced coffee, but I would say Ko-Fi because that's how it's written, like Wi-Fi. I know, you know, Ko-Fi is the donation place. I was talking about like the Discord being $10 a month. I don't know what you get for that. I don't know what you get for paying for Discord. Okay. Must be a way to meet Don Pianta. You want to try getting information on the west side? Well, we are on the west side. How are you doing this evening, Inochi? It's good to see you. I saw some of the Minecraft collab yesterday, but only at the beginning. I was on the road most of the time. Subscribe 5 on Twitch, Discord, get emojis to use, customize profile with banners, and 2 boosts. Okay. Use moves from other servers. Oh. Understandable. So customers counts in your server. Interesting. We haven't had a need for any of that yet, but next time in the future. Stay free, Jum. I probably will. I mean, for right now, I have to. I don't got money for that. Nothing this one. Ticket for that. I need a ticket to ride. Basic and pro. Who's got the dirt? You got the dirt? Going to theaters like my hobby or something. I mean, the reason I like the drama so much is because I live in a town like this. It hasn't been as fun lately since my favorite actress left the stage for good. It's torture for fans like me. Oh yeah? Is this your favorite actress? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Madame Fleury. Eee, I'm such a huge fan. I can't believe I saw you here. That's it? Give me money. Secret IQ board game. Whoa. It's one of those board games that, like, I had a lot of fun until the end, and then you find out how things are actually scored, and it just feels like most of what I did was worthless, and everyone else was playing a different game, and I swore to never play it again because of that. Because these games, people are like, "Oh yeah, well, it's you want to move your tracks and get this stuff set up." Like, okay. And after a while, it's like, I noticed you guys aren't really doing that. Like, oh, well, there's other stuff you can do too. Like, well, what is the points? Well, you don't have to worry about that. And you get to the end and it's like, all right, well, I got the most of this. So that, I get these points. And it's like, that's not anything you told me about. Why did you purposely explain the rules and leave out like most of the win conditions? Like, why am I even here then? I don't know, I'm good like joining board games because usually I'm joining in people who are like veterans of the game, and then they just like, we need a fifth person for this, but we don't actually want them to win, or they're just like don't think to tell you because they all learned it by playing it for 100 times. And like, oh, it's easy. You can figure out one session. Like, did you guys figure out one session, or did you figure out over the course of playing it every night for a year? Be real. So yeah, I don't join this anymore. I just don't want to get in some weird ass game I don't know and just be like, you can just watch us. Like, you guys are speaking a different language. I don't get what's going on. Hey, how are you holding up? Is that you say? You're looking for Don Pianta, the person who runs this place? Well, if you want to learn about the criminal underworld of Rogueport, find Ishnail in the east part of town. Okay. Gambling addiction. Let's freaking go. I mean, not. No, but I'm going to I'm gonna buy some here. No more. That's good. Give me something. I'll trade in my winnings. You can trade in piantas you won for prizes. Some of our prizes can't be found anywhere else. Cool. I mean, they don't know if I've won or not. You know what I'm saying? They don't know if I won them or if I just bought them. Obviously, it's more economical in theory if you win them, right? But you could just buy them. You could just buy them. I could get cake mix. I could get cake mix here. Brilliant for making treats. But I'm not going to do that now. I think I'm going to talk to Ishnail. Well, aha. Missed it the first time through. Won't miss it this time. That's one thing. If I decide to do that, it'll either be another Secret Saturday stream where I'm just grinding for piantas and nothing else, or it'll be off stream because I really don't feel like spending limited weekly stream time like at the one-armed bandits in there. Oh ho! I'm pulling another card trick today and making tons of loot. But somebody started tailing me, so I came here to hide out for a while. Don't tell anyone you saw me here, or I'll conk you. I do the conking around here, buddy. Nobody conks Mario. Get him. Money. You a creepy weirdo. My name is Darkly. I like dim places. Yeah. I think in my past life I was mold or a potato bug or something. Yeah. Neat. You know, it's neat because I just love places that are dark and moist. That hurt me to say that. Like you have to only gamble with fake currency. That's the way to do it. I used to have some family that would roll in the town and they wanted to go to the casino and they'd give me $20. Hey! To spend. Like, here's $20. And I'm like, great. And I'd go like spend $1 of it at a slot machine. Like, did I win anything? Nope. Well, I'm gonna take my $19 and go. It's not a lot of money, but like I was not so amused with the gambling to be like, I'm gonna spend all of this. Where is Ishnael? Back here. Get in there. Oh, see that shine sprite, but that's the woo. Might as well see that. I see you up there. I'll find a way. Is it you? You want something, chump? This is the fortress of the robo thieves. You lost? What business brings a chump like you to a place like this? Say it on vacation. Who was that? You want to meet that lying, cheating, stealing, no good, jerky for brains Don Pianta? Real thieves like us end up poor as dirt, never catching a break because of that guy. Did you come here knowing all that? And you know that scumbag demands protection money from us too, yeah? You know all that and you still want us to tell you how you can meet that crumb? Fine, Mr. Incentive Jerk, but it'll cost you 64 coins. Spicy, I'll do it. And no budging on the price. Not a single coin. Inside info is pricey. Them's the breaks. All right, well, sure, whatever. Gotta open up art comms when I get faster art grind making money for comms. If you're good and you get the demand, it's not a bad way to do it. Depends on how you got it set up. Oh, that reminds me. I didn't get a chance to post it on Twitter because I wasn't get to a computer. I also didn't get my usual stuff. I usually put on YouTube, like put posts up there and schedule posts that are like around, you know, between the hours of 1 to 3 p.m. They're like, hey, tonight I'm playing this. And then I'll schedule all the tweets that are like, I'm live right now. And then maybe I'll schedule some other tweets to post some other stuff like, hey, tonight I'm playing this, check it out. I get a chance to do any of that stuff. I don't know if anyone even notices or sees that stuff, but I'm like, oh no, man, gotta keep consistent. I just couldn't do it. It was too late last night. And I was too upset about my 3DO stuff. But I saw that I paid for an art commission, and the art came in. I really like it, so I gotta post that on Twitter later. I'll probably use it for some thumbnail art or schedule some stuff later. It was very nice. It was very nice. It's me if you imagine me as a regular human being and not the pumpkin-headed weirdo that sits before you. Pre horrific accident me. They did a really nice job posting on Twitter. It was a Bzel paid for that on VGen, where she has her comms open there. I think they're still open. Very happy with it. Very happy with it. I meant to post that on Twitter, but couldn't get it all put together. You'll pay? Really? I probably could have got away without that, but like I'm just give me the money. Give me the info. Yes! I mean, good call. You're a shrewd businessman. 64 coins on the nose. I mean, I'll make it back. It's fine. Okay, then, clease those ears out and listen here. In the store next to the Pianta Parlor in the west part of town, buy a dried mushroom and then a dizzy dial. Make sure you buy them in that order. Dried mushroom, dizzy dial. You got that? Do that, and the shopkeeper will ask you what your favorite color is. You answer yellow. Yellow is the password for getting into Don Scumbag's oh-so-comfy office. You got all that? Sure. Yep, I got that. Oh, yeah. Now I will take your life and your money. I wish. I probably could have weaseled him for more. I just don't feel like it. He seems like a decent, trustworthy fellow of thieves. Maybe he'll be less encouraged to, you know, commit thievery. Nope. Okay. I didn't think I needed to check in on this for anything, but okay, that's good. Well, can I take the job again? Not that it will earn me anything. Need a key. Call me Garf. I've lost my key and thus cannot get into my house. Should be somewhere in Rogueport. I just need someone to find it. I'll be waiting for you at the house at the very back of East Rogueport. I feel like that's not his house. I could be wrong. I feel like that can't be his house. This seems like the kind of place where they would just be like, yeah, totally, it's my house. And then you get in and it's like, sucker, now you're an accomplice to my crimes. Whoop. All right, I'm going to have to stash some stuff. Because my inventory is full right now. Well, not full, but there's only one. I don't think those take up a spot. Tell you what, I'll sell them a mushroom. I will sell it to them. Just gonna draw Sky in the DR style. Draw a Varden Sky sitting on a bench. I would like to see it. Wait a minute. Oh, explosion. I open the door when it turns sideways like there's a shine spray. I'm like, oh, how do I get it? The answer is, I don't. Not yet. I'm here to sell. It's just a regular mushroom, not a life shroom. I already lost that one. It's fine. I could probably find stuff to cook a life shroom. I don't know what the other part of it is though. It's not that expensive. I don't know if I can buy both of the parts I need. I hate the amount of tattoos Sky has. But that's gotta be a challenge for anyone taking on, like, if he wants to hire anybody or get anybody to draw fan art. Like, you gotta have like a solid reference sheet for all the tattoos. All right. We need a dried mushroom and a dizzy dial. I think she's dressed up in like a butler looking outfit. Or I guess, is that a bunny girl? I guess that's more accurate. Like the classic like anime casino bunny girl. I don't know if that's an actual thing outside of anime. You're able to gift with your shop points, but you can't carry it right now. How about you come back for it after selling, storing, or using something? Yeah, here we go. Alrighty, mister. What color is your mustache? Yellow. What's wrong? That wasn't the right question at all. Let's try this again. Mister, what's your favorite color? I wasn't even paying attention to the fact that was the wrong question. But it felt like a trap. Uh-huh. Well, you check out. You know the password. So, you must be an acquaintance of Don Pianta. Good for you. Wow. You can go through the door. Go on with your bad self. Very nice. Well, let's get rid of some of this stuff. Let's just sell this back. Okay, but yes. I would like to sell this dried shroom. Yes. I'm never going to use two of these, I don't think. I may never use one of them, to be honest. Hey, Jum, how's it going? It's going good. How you doing, Flash? Welcome in. I'm just gaining entry into Don Pianta's office. The storm is hitting, so I'm not able to say, oh no! Well, stay safe. Stay safe. I hope it doesn't wreck the stuff too bad. I went through that a couple weeks ago, right? To end the stream and then immediately lost power afterwards. but that was it. If we lost power for a few minutes, the internet went out, but like otherwise it was over almost immediately. So we're fortunate, I guess. Lots of water and thunder, but I'm good otherwise. Good. Excellent. Let's chat about points. Okay. I guess I just need to leave this conversation to get my thing. Yeah, this is saying like I've gotten over the course of my life in the town there have been so many tornado warnings. Nothing has ever come of it, which doesn't mean you shouldn't take it seriously, but it always amounts to the same where like a storm will roll through, get really intense for about 5 minutes, and then it's gone. But I know like nearby areas have gotten it. A place I used to work at, I was testing. We were doing a time lapse project for a construction project, so I was testing the setup with a webcam, just pointing out the window of our office, and it just took a picture every couple of minutes of the undeveloped land across the street, and I actually caught a funnel cloud touching down briefly, which is pretty lucky. I was pretty excited about that. Like small appliances and TVs when the power goes out. Actually, well, I got surge protectors and all that stuff. They're probably not good enough. All of my really valuable stuff is going through like, pricey UPS systems that cover a lot of that stuff. Just so everything isn't like constantly junking on and off. But a lot of the other stuff, no, it's just kind of they're just kind of flapping in the breeze, waiting to get hit by something. One came right by the town, then veered the other way and struck a town out of the way. Storms are wild. Yeah, they can be pretty unpredictable. That's why I always say, like, it's not that I don't take it seriously when you get a tornado warning, but like, it just, once it's over with, it's like, it just feels like, well, that was all for nothing. But like, no, it's good. It's good to go somewhere safe, because you never know. Because if you wait until it's actually happening to be like, maybe now I should go to the basement. Like, well, maybe now you're in the tornado. Yeah, I've never lost anything to power outages, knock on wood. Never lost anything to power outages yet. I haven't experienced many. The worst power outage I ever experienced was the time that my brother and I rented a Sega CD, back when Sega CDs were brand new and very expensive. We rented one for the weekend, and we lost power for the whole weekend. We only came back on an hour before we had to take it back to the rental place, and so we got to play Night Trap for an hour. And then we'd never rent it for us again because it was expensive. Same tornado formed above my house, and there was no warning. Ouch. That's about as bad as it can get. Oh boy, we got a mushroom. No, that's fine. Just keep my inventory constantly filled with mushrooms. It's there. It's so close. Oh. Tantalizingly close with that shine sprite. I think it. Get out of here. Okay. I guess that's. So let me head over there. Hello. Mushroom. Yeah, it's just, I feel like I'm finding mushrooms all the time. People are like, here's your prize. It's a mushroom. Like, I'm just throwing these mushrooms away. Like, I don't need this. I don't need it. I got so many of them. Give me something useful. But then when they do give me stuff like, here's a Dizzy dial, like, I don't think I'll use this. I carry that crap around forever, and it's like, I'm going to save this for when I really need it, and then I just never use it. I just throw it away. Mushroom phobias now. You know what it is ever since I threw out that life shroom, I was like, oh, this is valuable. I'm going to hold on to this. And it looked exactly like a mushroom. And I missed the text that clearly said life shroom because I wasn't looking at the text. I just looked at the image. Wasted it completely because I needed inventory spot for what ended up being another worthless thing. It was stupid. What's with you, wise guy? I ain't too jolly today. If you got a beef, spit it out quick or this is gonna hurt. Oh, excuse me. You want me to give you a ticket for the blimp? See now to me, that's funny. You a stand-up comedian? No, you ought to be. You got some nerve asking me for that. I'm Don Pianta. I make crying babies weep. You want I should run this bum out on a rail, boss? Look at him. What a rube. You must like pain, funny guy. You just looking for trouble or what? Not so fast, boys. I like this kid's gumption. He just came to talk, no? That ain't a crime. So we talk. You boys can wait till we're done before you rough him up. You got it? So I gotta assume you got a reason for wanting a ticket on the blimp. Out with it. What's that? You want to help some broad what got herself kidnapped? That is like the best, worst interpretation of the plot of almost every Mario game right there. You know what I'm saying? Like that is this is like the best way to put it. Mario's out to help some broad what got herself kidnapped again. Family threw my shoes at me and told me to get in the car right away as they dragged me out of my room. Drove away at 90 miles per hour. I had no basement. Yeah, that's probably... I mean, assuming you got time, I don't know which of those scenarios would be better or worse, but you made it, so I obviously made the right choice. But I'm glad you made it. Hopefully there wasn't too much damage involved with that afterwards. But damage can always be repaired. Better than the alternative, which is getting swept away to Volcano Land. Not Volcano Land, Tornado Land. Which could take you to Volcano Land for all I know. I've never ridden in a tornado. And to rescue this dame, you're out collecting the crystal stars? The crystal stars? Hey, boss. Ain't those things in that legend about the ancient treasure? Vinny, you're such a dope. Hey, boss, this knucklehead believes in fairy tales. Bite your tongue. Don't listen to that lout. The treasure is as real as I am. Shingles got ripped off the roof. Yeah, it's not too bad. Expensive, but not too bad. Swept away to Oz. The movie, I mean, I've learned not to take for granted that people know about. Well, no, there were some more recent ones. So maybe that is like, it hasn't totally left the consciousness. I referenced E.T. to someone, a younger coworker years ago, and they were so perplexed. Like, I've never even heard of it. And it, to me, it was like, what do you mean? What do you mean you've not heard of E.T.? It's like, well, I wasn't alive when that movie came out. Like, what? And? But I guess, like, nope. It's not out there. Like, oh, okay. Not in Kansas anymore. You're not in Kansas anymore. You could have been there and been swept away. You don't know. You'll fall and hit your head like Goku, and you got no idea where you really came from. And then someday someone from Kansas is going to show up and be like, you actually came from Kansas, and we sent you here to Oz to destroy. And then they'll be like, remember when they cut your tail off? You're like, oh yeah, like you're a proud, Kansan. Now look upon the cornstalk and transform into your mighty giant form. I don't know. Is Kansas got corn? They got something. They got wheat out there? Cows? I don't know. Never been in Kansas. That you remember. That's what I'm saying. You just didn't know it. Exactly. We could have all been in Kansas and just supplemental to childhood injuries, forgotten about it. Children of the Corn. I love that movie. Not a fan of the series that followed. They just kind of get worse. But the first one's fun. Corn is Nebraska, buddy. Look, you grow corn all over the place in the U.S. There's corn everywhere. Corn in Indiana too. Plenty of corn there. What is Kansas besides the band? What kind of crops are in Kansas? Kansas grows many crops, including corn, soybeans, sorghum, sunflower, wheat, canola, cotton, alfalfa, and barley. They got corn there. They got corn. Someone born in Ohio. There's a lot of corn there. Yeah, they pretty much grow corn like everywhere. Kansas ranks 6th in the U.S. for corn grain production. Central Kansas, sunflowers are mainly grown for bird seed and oils, while in western Kansas, they're also grown for seed for human consumption. Some tasty sunflower seeds. The mystery is answered. There's more than corn in Indiana. There's soybeans too. That's true. That's true. I imagine people, I'm told, can't all be run by corn and soybeans. Corn and soybeans, Kansas, because made a deal with a farmer out there. Move some supplies via trucks with some buddies. Sunflower seeds are awesome. You know, I also like pumpkin seeds. Salt and pumpkin seeds are very nice. No, for Henmo, no. Not in my chat. Not in my chat, by God. Oh, I was looking at a chat like, well, there was something I was going to say and I forgot it. I knew someone that was doing some work with a university in Indiana, and they were being interviewed about their sports team. And the part of Indiana that they were in, like, there's no cornfields, like it's all residential. Like there's no farms around, and like reporters from other areas came in to do interviews about the team, and they're all like, they kept asking where there was a cornfield because they needed to get footage for this cornfield, because that was all the reporting was like, Indiana, the land of simple corn farmers and basketball sometimes. And they're like, no, we don't have any corn around here. And it like blew their whole narrative. They just had to go with stock footage of corn, which they were not happy about, because it's like they're so far removed from that. Like, why do we have to be corn farmers? Nebraska are second or third with most corn production, I think. That sounds about right. That sounds reasonable. Don't blame for being angry. Yeah. I mean, you think about that anywhere. Like, you know, you go to any state that's like known for something, and then you go to a part of that state that has nothing to do with it. You know, there's one area in Indiana, like, you never want to bring this up. Never go to Crown Point asking about what's his face, the bank robber. John Dillinger, right? Because Dillinger famously broke out of a jail in Crown Point, Indiana, and there was someone had a museum for it, but like the locals, like a lot of the locals will get offended if you go there and ask about it, because it's like a black spot on their history. Apparently, people are like get pissed off about it. They don't want to talk about Dillinger. Talking about Dillinger. What's up, Doom? Yeah. Talking about how the people of Crown Point, Indiana, apparently do not like being reminded that Dillinger existed. I read some pretty crazy conspiracy theories that like he faked his death and had like plastic surgery and went into hiding. Forgot about Dillinger now. Memories are flowing. Yeah, it was interesting. Yeah, they don't like talking about it. I was traveling through the area once with some friends, and they're like, They want to go to this Dillinger museum they heard about, and they stopped somewhere and asked, and the person got so mad about it, like, where did you find out? Who told you about this museum? And they're like, well, we just found it on the internet. Well, you need to go tell them that they need to remove that information. Like, no, I don't. But thanks. It was very weird. Ran through the corn once a child, never got lost in the corn. Are you a child of the corn? Did you know Malachi? Did you see serve he who walks behind the roses? Is that what's going on? By the smell like it was so corny. Oh jeez. Jeez. All right. Hey, I can continue this game here for a few more minutes. Really watch movies. Children of the Corn is worth watching. The first one. It's creepy. It's cheesy, but it's creepy. Really in 2 hours and Gemma hasn't even made it to the next area yet. No, because I keep getting distracted by chat. 30 minutes of progress in 2 hours. I argue that I've at least made an hour progress. A slow hour of progress, but a Jum hour of progress in those 2 hours. Being generous. Oh no. You're underestimating how slowly I play through these games, even if I don't just stop and chat for a while. The real clue is when the screen starts going dark, it's like, oh man, I've been talking too much. But I can't help but like a guy who wants to rescue some girl he's gone gaga for. I've made my decision. You do me a little favor, and you get your blimp ticket. Sounds fair, right? I'm not entirely sure I like the sound of this. It's easy. It's nothing. It's less than nothing. See, the thing is, my own daughter eloped with one of my young associates. They vanished, but it wasn't too long ago that they did. They ought to still be in town somewheres. You gotta find my daughter, Francesca, and this Frankie, and bring them both here. If you aren't able to bring them here, then all you gotta do is tell me where they are. Then I shall settle this matter quickly and with what is known as extreme prejudice. Oh boy. I'm just saying, I'm slow at games normally, even if I'm not moving. If I'm actually progressing it, I'm slow. A 5-hour game will take me 10 hours. And that's without like the added time of like, hold on, I can't play this. I'm reading chat. Partial big journalist from talk. Yeah, I think that started with that. And then all of a sudden we're talking about corn and Dillinger. That's all over the place. I would rather have like an interesting chat and the game slowly moving than like blasting through the game and having nobody to talk to be honest. I'd much prefer one of those over the other. Boss! We don't know nothing about this guy. You can't rely on some goofball for this job. Yeah, boss, but he's right. Leave it to us to find Francesca. Corn and the Dillinger escape plan. I forgot about that band. Quiet, you! It's cause you lugs can't find her and I gotta swallow my pride and ask this guy. Hope you dopes ain't making complaints about my decision. You making complaints? No, boss. Whatever you say goes, boss. I don't know what I was thinking, boss. It won't happen again, boss. You're the boss, boss. Good. I'm glad we're all full of understanding for one another. So it's settled, yeah? Find my daughter and her friend. Then come see me. Francesca and Frankie look like this. Okay. This response is pretty fine. Yep. Thumbs up. And just so we're clear here, if you don't find my daughter, your luck may turn terrible. All right. What if I broke all your stuff? What would you say about that? All right, never mind. Gonna see if I fix my scuff behind her back. All right. Good luck with that. Dillinger alone got me in here. You hit your feelers out there like Dillinger. Let's talk about Dillinger. Oh, I got another one. Nope. I forgot which one I was doing. Correlation between alcohol and playing guitar because I'm feeling pretty fly right now. I think talking about this before, like I think that lines up with almost anything. You're not drinking you think you're better than you may actually be. Or you've just loosened up. You're not holding yourself back anymore. Pretty fly for a white guy, indeed. Where will they be? Probably the docks. I think that's what I recall. Well, their team, they drew 31. There's some offsprings. Yeah. That guy's still hanging around there. Can I get paid to bonk him some more? I'll have to, no, I'm curious again. I'll have to go look this up. It's been a while since I've read any of this. But I know that there was like the long-standing like conspiracy theory about Dillinger not actually dying. And that was somebody else. What's that dish there? Yep, there they are. Playing with no real gold, just riffing. We were just getting like the finger movements down. Having a song. I say this doesn't play guitar, but know a lot of people that play guitar. I think like having a song like helps keep you focused on something. But as long as you're like building the muscle memory on the notes, like that works too. Most of the people that I know that play guitar, like that's all they do is they just riff and jam. They rarely play an actual song. They could, but they rarely do. God, farts over and blow inside, just whiffing. Do you smell your own farts for Henmo? Is that what I'm hearing? No, I'm just playing around. You're just noodling around. Just see what sounds good. Putting it together. Hey, back off, you creep. You want something? Or you just like sidling up to people? I do like sidling. What? Daddy asked you to find us and take us to him. Frankie, what should we do if Daddy finds us now? Oh, I don't know. And the boat's coming any minute. Dollface, maybe we ought to head back and try to talk to the boss one more time. No, Frankie, don't say that. Don't you know what he'll do to you if we do that? Francesca, baby doll, if we can just talk calm like with the boss, he'll understand. Oh, Frankie, my Frankie, don't you love me? Of course I love you, sugar cookie, more than anybody in the whole world. Then let's go, Frankie. Let's run to the ends of the earth if we have to. But Butterbiscuit, they already found us out. We can't keep running forever. We can, Frankie. The more you try to put out the flames of love, the hotter they burn. Until I marry you, no one will extinguish these flames of passion. No one! Don't you see, mister? I beg you. Pretend you never saw us. Can you do that? No. No, I don't care about you at all. What did you say to me? You terrible, terrible man. Fine, have it your way, but we won't go with you. Never. I won't move from the spot. Oh, what am I going to do with this dizzy dame? Yeah, I don't know you nothing. I need to get on that blimp. Well, whatever should we do? We have to say something to that Don Pianta fellow. I must say, though, I don't fancy a run of terrible luck. That would be unfortunate. Yeah, that's fine. We'll talk to him. Jim is honest. You could have lied, but you told the truth base. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess around. Because I'm gonna go tell him no matter what. Better lay it out straight. Not for anyone's sake but my own. Like I just don't care about their plight that much. And I really want to get on that blimp. I need to progress the story, and I will kill whoever I have to make that happen, by God. Mario will rain hellfire upon this entire place if it means getting where he needs to go. And call the entire Royal Mushroom Kingdom army, and they'll shell this place into a parking lot. Giving his kid, I was just like, nah. I think as like a kid, you might not understand enough of what's going on to be like, I don't understand. Like, what's gonna happen? Why wouldn't you go back? And then as you get a little bit older, you understand more, like, depending on what kind of kid you were. And once you get like what elope actually means and what's going on, and like, oh yeah, well maybe I sympathize. But then more likely you're just like, no, I'm here to be evil. Jum's gonna be like the mercenaries, world in flame, call and airstrike the Royal Mushroom Army. Like 10. Yeah, I don't know where I would have been as a 10-year-old. Like, I think I wouldn't have cared, but I think most of the games I play in a 10-year-old did not give you any kind of morally ambiguous choices. Games playing as a 10-year-old were just like, you win, game over. I still just didn't care. That sounds about right. Yeah, there's stuff like this in games where it's like, even if I did care, I feel like the game is not gonna, like, I need to progress this, so I can't care. It's time to move on. Let's come back. The proverbial mustache. I am the literal mustache. Thank you. You gonna brighten my mood? So give. What you got? You know the whereabouts of these two runaways? Yeah. Oh no, he's French. 10-year-old still couldn't understand English. I feel like you're not missing much. Even though we're all English right now. I don't know if you miss much of value. Maybe that's overly harsh to the entire English-speaking part of the world. Not the Olympic kind. Ooh. Yeah, what's the worst gonna happen? Just tell him. Oh, is that true fact? Rogue Port Harbor, eh? Well done. I appreciate this favor you done for me. I'll prepare your blimp tickets. Hey, you two Nimrods. The kids are at the harbor. Now go get them. Daddy, wait. Yeah, see, I think it would turn out that way either way. Francesca. Boss, forgive me, boss. I'm sorry. Truly I am. Frankie, so back you come, head hung low and with your tail between your legs. No, Daddy, don't hurt him. I'm the one who said we should elope. It was me. It was me, Francesca. But Frankie said no. He said we should come back and talk to you, Daddy. Boss, listen, I don't care what you do to me. I deserve it all for being disloyal. But you gotta forgive her. Forgive your daughter, boss. That's all I ask. No, Daddy, no. I'm the bad one. It's my fault. If you're going to punish anyone, punish me. No, boss, it's all on me. It's my responsibility. All to blame right here. Daddy. Boss. You're... It was Francesca Berry. I don't know, look up that meme again. Enough! Quiet, both of you! Francesca, my headstrong daughter, you used up your last favor long ago. And you, Frankie, you are like a son to me. This is how you repay your debt to Don Pianta. I feel such disappointment in you two. It's like a poison mushroom in my gut. Daddy. Boss. I don't ever want to see your mugs again, you hear me? Get out of my sight, both of you. I don't care where, just go. That's what you expected me to say, huh? Well, that's what I'm saying. Go, do what you want, even if it means getting married. Oh, Daddy. Dad, no, wait, I mean, boss. Thank you so much, Dad. Thanks for your blessing. Boss, I'll make your daughter a happy woman. I promise you, she'll want for nothing. Enough already. Just go. Go. Francesca, seeing you just happy makes me happy too. Congrats, both of yous. Frankie, this is great. I mean, the way this all turned out is a bit sappy, but hey, things turned out okay, am I right? Goodbye, Dan. Farewell, and thank you. You still here? Give me my tickets. Well, you found my daughter and got her to come back here. And just look at how things turned out. What a complete and utter soap opera. But hey, a deal's a deal. You can have your blimp ticket, like I said. Delicious blimp ticket. Boss has hardened his heart to them. No way. If he did that, he'd be, you know, they'd be sleeping with the fishies, you know. Give him the cement overcoat, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, that was his, like, tacit approval. It was like, I don't care what you do, even if it means getting married. Just leave. Like, no, that's like the best you're gonna get out of the mob boss. How wholesome the Mushroom Kingdom mob is. Yeah. I guess maybe they wouldn't have, like, drowned them in the ocean. They would have just folded them up like origami. Folded them into little paper footballs and then, like, booted them off somewhere. The Fino mob, look at them. Mushroom Kingdom Mafia. Who knew? That guy's got her smiling ear to ear. She's happy. That's good. Hey, I knew you were the right man for the job. Thanks a bunch, Pally. Now go on, get your ugly mug out of my office. I've got some intense emotions to compartmentalize. Great. See you never. Yeah, they kept the pianos. Yeah, that'd be weird if they got rid of that stuff. Too bad you don't see the shell people much anymore, though. The shell people. It's been a while since I played the original, so like if there's stuff missing from this, like a lot of it I probably wouldn't notice. Which just makes me want to pull up the original again and be like, what's going on here? Speaking of things that breaks D's nuts are tired. Head back to bed. Good night, everyone. Great stream. Give it up. Oh, thanks for Hemmo. Thanks for stopping by. Always a delight. Always a pleasure. And I'll catch you on the next one. I'll probably catch you in your stream tomorrow. If I can drag myself out of bed. Rest up, pervy man. Indeed, Sky. Indeed. My, we've done it, Mario. Next stop, Glitzville. Hey, what do you know? I did make it to Glitzville. Well, I haven't got there yet, but like, I will. I will get to Glitzville. So long, everybody. Goodbye. Stink town. I'll be back. But for right now, I'm leaving. And then I'll return. Whee! I'm talking to the people of Rogueport, not to the viewers. If that wasn't clear. I use the same language mostly I use when I end the stream. I'm just saying goodbye to Rogueport for now. I'm not calling you stink pigs. Basically the crow people. Interesting. I'll have to go look that up. I don't remember that. Okay. Huh. Oh, from Sunshine. Okay. I see. I get it. I get what you're saying. They weren't in. They're not in this at all. I don't believe. Am I wrong? No, from Sunshine. Okay. Attack of the Criminal sounds like a good B movie title. It has to be. That has to be. If it isn't, someone's going to be making it soon. Someone out there Like, you know what? They just had the idea psychically, spontaneously. I just got an idea for a great movie to sell for the Sci-Fi Channel. Except maybe Mario Kart backgrounds and like, I got it. Yeah, I thought you were saying like they were in the original Thousand Year Door and they didn't make it back to this one. Like, really? I didn't hear anything getting cut, but they're from Sunshine. Because I know the Piantas are from Sunshine too. I didn't connect the dots on what you were saying. If I goes to Glitzville, you would need a ticket to travel us. Here's your ticket. Looks like an ice cream park. Everything looks in order. Will you be coming aboard? Yes. Then please watch your step as you step aboard. Whoa! So I gotta go through the sewers first. That's the step I have to watch. Whee! It's just like that James Bond movie with Christopher Walken when he falls off the San Francisco, like the Golden Gate Bridge. I was about to call it the San Francisco. I mean, it's not in San Francisco, but it's the Golden Gate Bridge. Y'all know what I'm talking about. What was that? What was that one? Hey, Chapter 3 of Glitz and Glory. That's not, I think that's Live Not Dying. That's not, no, that's one of the ones. That's not, Dance Me to Do a Kill. Which Bond movie was that? What is The View to a Kill? Yes. Max Zorin, played by Christopher Walken. Send him to Detroit. No, please. No. Managed to watch View. I think I got those movies right behind me on the shelf. Haven't watched that in a while. I like the opening. Who did the opening to the song of View to a Kill? I am watching this too. I like our slow blimp ride through the clouds. Man, that's like really excessive just for like watching a bunch of wrestling matches. I hate scuff. Everybody hates the scuff. Don't nobody like the scuff. Where is this? I gotta look up who did the song. Also Grace Jones in it. It's a good movie. Any James Bond fans out there? It's not par for the cars WWE. I mean, if they had the resources, I could see them pulling it off. But I could also see it being faked, like that time that magician made the Statue of Liberty disappear, and they just rotated out the audience. They just turned the stage around so you couldn't see it, and everyone there was like paid to go, "Oh, it's gone." Entirely fake. Who did the music? John, written by Barry. Duran Duran did A View to a Kill. It's the song for A View to a Kill. Now I broke the mic. I also broke the stream. Oh no! Scuff is like ceased, and you like a little too much. There's always a little. There's always a little. In live stuff. It's always gonna be there. Yeah, Duran. Yeah. Have you seen the James Bond movie View to a Kill, Sky, or heard the song View to a Kill? If you haven't, you can at least go to YouTube and like watch the opening of it. Nothing like a classic Bond opening. Hate stuff like crop position magic and prefer actual sleight of hand. Yeah, that's why most of the time those like the big magic tricks like that are just like, how can you get excited about it? It's so blatantly obvious. Like there's no trick to it besides like you know, it's a con, but like actual sleight of hand stuff, like actual stuff like that is impressive because they're like, there is a trick to it and you can wonder at it, but also be like, maybe it is magic. But like, Statue of Liberty's burning is too fantastical. Like, nope, I'm sure that's fake. I don't know, people being real excited about it as though like, no, clearly it's just fake. Clearly there's nothing more to it. Just remember Skyfall. Yeah, they're out there, but up there in age. But I'm pretty sure you could find, I don't think you can find the whole movie on YouTube. I'm sure you could find the whole movie out there somewhere, not too badly. But even just the opening with the song by Duran Duran. I was thinking it was but that was that's the Living Daylights. I was thinking sleight of hand takes effort. Yeah, or like how card counting. Like tricks like that are like very cleverly done. You know, are a lot more impressive to me than tricks that are just like, how did I pull off the illusion of the century? I paid everyone $500 and they all said it happened. Oh, okay. Great. So your magic trick is money. Wonderful. All right. I got to take a quick break. This is customary for the Jum Jumington, which usually means I will lose most of my viewers. That's fine. I understand it, but I need to do it for my health. Damn you. So I hope you'll stick around. Be back in just a few moments, and we'll continue on into Glitzville and see how far we can get before I close out the stream tonight. So I will see you in a few. I will respond to this one. Like a Penn and Teller. Fool them, show big tricks. Oh, I love that show. I love it when they get fooled. Even when they don't get fooled and they try to be like, I think I know how you did it, and they try to describe it without actually describing it, is like really good. Oh, they're just going to sleep. So I was talking too long. All right, I'll be back momentarily. Thanks for the stream. No, Sky, don't leave. No. Cap over guitar. So much potential just by cutting the guitar shorter. Capo. What is the capo? Not Capone. Oh, those things. I know what those things are. I never knew what they were called. Welcome back. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for sticking around. I'm trying to go too crazy with the breaks, but like, it's good. It's good at the very least to not be staring at a bright light in the screens. I do a lot of that. I'm getting old. You gotta look out for those eyes. Avoid that eye strain. What am I doing here? All right. Back to the glitz. Ooh, hot dogs. I'm entranced by that hot dog stand. It looks like that smoke off a grill, but they could also just be like the hot dog casing that they're like manufacturing the dogs right there. Killing my brain cells by being stupid myself. Oh no! Too many brain cells makes life boring. Yeah, you know, we can all stand to use a few of them. I've lost more than my share, unfortunately. My. Glitzville. I've heard that the Glitz Pit is just full of brawny brawls. I must admit the prospect of some hurly-burly gets me a touch peaked. Look at my room right now. There's a small light behind my bed. On the other side of my room, my two monitors. Oh boy. Take care of those eyes. I was definitely one of those people that was like sat too close to the television and like read with the lights off and like really strained my eyes. And now I'm suffering for it. Actually, I don't know. I don't know where the current science stands on that stuff. I think it's just like genetically predisposed to having like malformed eyeballs. So my vision is just going to get worse on its own anyway. And then I got some glaucoma in the family. So I got that to worry about, which means every time I get an eye exam, I got to get poked. Get poked and prodded or blast air in there or something. And I always have a really hard time with it. I feel so bad because I have to try it like several times because like I have a severe phobia of getting jabbed in the eye ever since I saw the first Terminator movie as a very young child. And Arnold rips his eyeball out with an X-Acto knife. And it just, it scarred me for life. And so they go to do that and like, oh please, oh please. It's all the affliction stacks. It could be worse. It could be worse. I think overall I'm fortunate in my healthsomeness, if that's a word. But my eyes are definitely not included in that. My eyes are definitely very, very weak. My eyes hate the light. Yeah, that's what my family members with the glaucoma became extremely light sensitive. It's important to get, you know, you got to get out there and get some sunshine, but you got to like protect your eyes from the sun. But it's important to get that sunlight. That's the word now. It is now. Get out your dictionaries and pencil it in, fellas. And it's not just being poked. Yeah, it's not. It's like, it's such a minor thing, but it's like, you can see it. This is what freaks me out. Because like the family members that have glaucoma have had to have eye surgery. Like you're awake for that. And that thing's like blasted in your eye. And like you can see it. I would rather be unconscious, but I don't think they can do that. But it's like the fact that you can see it, like it'd be like if they put a needle in your eye, right? Because you get a shot and it's like, I'm not really afraid of getting a shot, but it's also not like slowly traveling towards my eyeball. Indoor townhouse light when the sunlight is in the house. For like eye surgery. At least they weren't. At least they had to be awake for the eye surgery. Yeah, it's not because I think even like the LASIK stuff is like that. But if you get like the cataract surgery, I think it's the same thing. They just numb the eye and they go in there. But it's like you're gonna need those like Clockwork Orange clamps to keep my eyes open. I hope I never have to go through that. I know it started with lasering some holes in the eye to relieve the pressure. And then eventually they put like this plastic stent in, this medical stent in to regulate the pressure. It's terrifying. Yeah. if you get your eyes examined regularly, and keep track of any problems you have. And if you have any family history of glaucoma, definitely check that out, because glaucoma is one of those things that when it does damage, that damage is permanent and there ain't no going back. So don't go down that road. Trust me, it's bad. And a stiff drink afterwards. Yeah, just getting poked is bad enough for me. It's so bad. Get mine checked out. Last checkup was months ago. Usually I go like once a year, unless there's something else going on. I got another one coming up. I've only permanently damaged my lungs. It's fine. Yeah. I think I've caused permanent harm to myself that I didn't realize until many years later, when I was in high school and I didn't sleep for an extended period of time. And I have since learned that, like, loss of sleep, like, you think you can recover by getting some extra sleep or sleeping more. No, not really. It's just there. The harm is there forever. Last check was like 8 months ago. Yeah, it's especially if you have like a predisposition to any ailments there, like get it checked. Although I will say that I think it's important to get stuff checked. I'm sorry, I'm dragging so much in the game. It's important to get stuff checked out regularly. Because they say, like, for a lot of illnesses like cancers, and like the earlier they find it, the better. But I also know, like, I've known a lot of people who had that, who were going to the doctor for years, and they're just like, I don't know what it is. And that was the end of it. And it was like, yeah, early detection is great, but you also got to find a doctor who actually, like, wants to test for that stuff. And someone that's not just the doctor, someone's like, well, we'd love to run this test, but your insurance won't pay for it. Do you want to pay for it? You may not need it. I hit my head pretty badly a while back. Generally, I forgot when I hit my head. Ooh. Man. All that stuff. I try not to think about, like, all of the things that could happen to the body. I've been through quite a bit with my meaty frame, mostly replaced with other stuff. I don't need to get into that again, but, like, just like little things. Like, I talk about rabies often, especially when I'm playing games where there's like bat enemies, and I just think, like, you bit by bat, you could have the rabies. Jim was a Twitch streamer. He'd have to have a play the game redeem. Why? Can't play the game and chat with people at the same time. Look, we got a photo op here. It's got a hot dog photo. I like my hot dog selfie. Screenshot that. Hot dogs. Rabies talks. I've missed some interesting talks, it seems. Mostly just like the horror story of rabies, that like you get bit with like a small mouse or like a bat. Maybe you're out camping and a bat, like a rabid bat, comes by and like nibbles you and takes off, and some of that saliva gets in you, and you've got the rabies now. You don't know it. It was just like a little scratch. You don't think anything of it. That's the time when you need to go get the rabies shot, because by the time you start showing symptoms of having rabies, it's too late, and you're probably a dead man or woman, a dead person. And that's horrifying to me. Absolutely horrifying to think about. Damn it, about rabies with the werewolf from Courage the Cowardly Dog. Yeah. The drink water. Yeah, that's the hydrophobia is a horrifying prospect. But it's just like stuff like that. Like, you know, you have this minor injury, and then years later, it's like, actually, there's this major thing going on inside your body that, you know, like, you've had this brain injury and we just didn't know it. And it's caused all of this lasting harm that it's too late to fix now, but we can keep it from getting worse. Like, oh no, please. Not my brains, not my eyes, not my hands. The feet, it's fine. I'll get new ones. Anything from like the waist down. I mean, anything from the waist down. Like, I'll replace that. It's fine. But I need my fingies. Some kind of fingies. Yes, so the shot my last checkup a few months ago. Tetanus too. Yeah. Get those shots, man. You don't want to go out with that stuff. No fun. Very good day to you, my very good man. You have no doubt noticed Glitzville's many aromas. Here, the finest of them is Mr. Hoggle's famous hot dogs. Do you think there's any pork in these hot dogs that are being sold by a pig man? Or are they all beef? No, Jum, you can't have mine. I'm gonna get those fingies. I'm gonna get them one of these days. Even if I have to replicate them myself, I'll find a way. Only 10 coins apiece. May I tempt you? Mr. Hoggle's meaty work of art. Oh my god. Look at Pigman from the Courage the Cowardly drops 100% beef. There's Jum with tattooed fingers. I mean, it's just the casing, you know, the real fingies, you know, the actual hardware is underneath. I just need gloves so that when I, you know, need some promotional artwork, I look like a regular, sort of regular human being. You know, if all of my promotional materials included this, you know, these hands here, my reactions would be much worse. So it's nice to have like a set of coverings so that I can be like, I'm normal and fine, and you don't have to be worried about me at all. Might have brain damage or a light concussion. No idea what. Oh, his memory is fuzzy today. Headache 2 times worse than normal each day after that. Consult a medical professional is my advice. Yes, I will buy one of your meaty works of art. My hot dogs cost a mere pittance of 10 coins. I bought one. Thank you ever so. Okay. Moisturize, neighbor. It puts the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again. Super Shroom. Smallest power numbers HP and FP. Interesting. From next power member dodgy so that harder to hit. Attacks all enemies. I do like this. I am loaded out. Let's see what I can. Can I sell something or store something? I'm here to sell. I'm sell mushroom. Yes. No. Give me the rock. Toss me the rock. Yes. Can my family drive me to the hospital or drive myself there? Sometime moving on, I'm like, you gotta watch out with that. Gotta watch out. Some things like creep up on you. But I get if you ain't got the availability. Who are you? Print calls are uncool. Who did I even call? Who am I dialing? What's up? Glitzville hangs out in the clouds. I'll give you 2 guesses why I like it here. And you're some kind of weirdo pervert. Some cloud pervert. You rode the blimp here, didn't you? Boy, I envy you. I'm dying to ride that thing, but air travel makes me yak. How did you get here? If you didn't ride the blimp, how did you get here? You know what I'm saying? What is that? Stop looking at my clouds. My ozone's up here. Thank you very much. Small city equals doctor's office in the hospital. I said all that. I haven't been to a doctor. And aside from emergency medical care, I haven't seen a doctor in ages. How does this person get here if they can't stand air travel? If that's the only way to get here, is there another way to get here? How are they getting here? I didn't see any like pipes or anything. Just your face around here. And I know I'd remember a stash like that. Damn right you would. Listen, guy, if you want to see a match, head on inside. That's a Glitz pit. Well, thanks for that. She was born here. That's kind of sad. I'll be honest. Because, like, pretty much anybody else could just come and go as they please. Like, you've remained here. Power plus P badge. It's like being born in a Wendy's, and then you're trapped in the Wendy's forever. You just belong to the Wendy's because you were born there. Oh. Oh. 6 though. I need to clear out 6. How can I make room for that? Get rid of the power bounce. FP plus. I have less FP, but their attack is up by 1, so yeah. Because they all beat TMNT then, huh? Yeah, you know. Well, you know what? My phrasing on that tweet was not good, I found after the fact. I've been tempted to go back and rewrite, but I think it's too late now. North Korea, not Wendy's. Ooh. I mean, that's a whole animal. Like that's if you're born in a country and you're kind of stuck there, like, well, that's most of us anyway. It worse in some places than others, but like most of us probably aren't gonna leave the country we were born in. A lot of us won't. I shouldn't say that. I have no idea what your circumstances are, but like being born in like this floating island that is just like a wrestling arena is just, the implications are very bizarre. Like, who are their parents and where are they? They're just some sort of strange vagrant child spawned from the streets, having to try being trapped there forever. Yeah. So like, but the point of the tweet wasn't to say that Kaz Cassidy did not beat the game. It's a co-op game. If one of us lived, then we all made it. We all beat it. So I'm not saying that he didn't beat the game. He beat the game. He was part of it. It was a team effort. He was part of that team, a good part of that team. It's just that because he died, his soul is trapped in the game forever. It doesn't negate his victory, but he's still trapped there forever. Just like, well, we've all seen them eat. Say Hoop Jum over here with full name. Oh, we all know. We getting political? Please no politics. No politics. In fact, I think that might be in the description. It may not. It may not. I don't think it is. No, I just respectful, specialized. I'm gonna have to add that. It hasn't come up. It hasn't been a hot issue. It's nice to have opinions. This is not the forum for that. Whatever they may be. Where am I? Why am I? I'm not really sure what. It's there for a reason. Also, there's this. Aha! I'm on to you. Oh, I know. I haven't. Oh, it's a later thing. Oh, okay. Yeah, I never put anything in there, but like, I haven't ever really needed to. Oh no! I haven't used those at all. How much does an in cost? Not that much. I feel like all these free in coupons are just kind of like, oh boy. Oh boy. No, I'm just gonna. I don't need it. I don't need it. Yeah, it hasn't come up at all. Thankfully. That's about the only discussion that I'm just like, I don't see how this could go well. Gotcha and dopamine are so sweet. Who doesn't like some dopamine? Just get that straw, just playing CCC. Didn't you beat that? Or no, I guess That's right, you said they had new stuff. Hey there and welcome. Our doors are always open for thirsty fight fans. So grab a frosted juice, take a load off, and enjoy. Oh no, my card! It's disappearing. Oh no. I don't need it. That fabulous mustache. I've seen it somewhere before. I know it. Yes, Mario. That is definitely a name I've heard somewhere before. Bonjour, Monsieur de la Moustache. You also come to this place. Right now, I'm loopy with love for that ravishing creature over there. She's a sight to behold, and I saw her first. All right, weirdo. Done with the story, but now I can grind a max level very slowly. That strikes me as the sort of game that would make that drag out very long. I just assume. It seems like gacha games would like do everything in their power to keep you playing as long as possible. Today's main event will rule. I'm betting on Rock Hawk, no matter who's fighting him. You don't look very familiar. You on vacation? Me? Just like a two who digs on combat sports, dude. Nice meeting you. All right. Haha! I could smell it. I knew there was something there. There's got to be a reason for that place to exist. What about you goons? We're the World Wanderers, the Traveling Sisters 3, usually. But here in Glitzville, we're the Rough and Tumble, Battling, and Traveling Sisters 3. I'll fold like a cheap card table. I couldn't think of anything to follow up with. Oh, you! Talk to you. You see that hot dog stand over there? Best hot dog menu of all time, no joke. Hey, but you look more into fighting than hot dogs. Are you a pro? I'll root for you. The bombs! I find this floating city concept quite fascinating. Yes, it intrigues me. I wonder what sort of coinage one might shell out to build a vacation home here. Assuming this isn't Pokemon, you can battle them. I halfway expected them to start a fight. Even though I knew they wouldn't. It was just the way they phrased it, like, am I gonna fight them now? Because I'll do it. Takes an entire day IRL to get 3 points up on a skill. There are 5 skills to level multiple times per character. Jeez. Fable 2 Arena. I did not play Fable 2. Or Fable 1. I didn't play any of those games. Someday. But I can't keep end games to my list. I gotta clear some out first. People try to say your teeth are ugly. They're slightly misplaced, but they can't come back when I say, at least I don't pretend I'm a top star model to be like, wow. People get awful judgy about teeth. If teeth are too straight, they look unnatural. They look like a nightmare. This is Glitzville, not a bad place, if a little on the tawdry side. Perhaps I'll begin my stay here with a hostile bite of the hot dog stand. Yes, I'm talking to your child. Don't mind me. Daddy, I'm hungry and I want to eat a hot dog and I want to eat it right now. I remember those guys. I just remembered, like, I forgot about the whole train section. And then seeing them, like, oh, wait, I know them. Oh, yeah, the train. Cup too much, care about my teeth too much. And the brush from used mouth. It's good. Better floss, man. Get that floss in there. Keep those teeth. You only get that one set. Don't lose those teeth. Yeah, you can get implants, but, like, that's no fun. Hold on to those teeth as long as you can. Should stream Fable one day. You should. You should. Don't let your dreams be dreams, Sky. Just do it. Hi, we're here because my son is a big fan of the former champ, Prince Mush. But it looks like he's not around here anymore. We came all this way just to see him. Bit of a crying shame, really. Welcome to the Glitzville. Here, savage battles go on each and every day. Well. Hey, it's a thief. But gold teeth. Yeah, you can get that. You can go crowns, but you can get the whole tooth that's gold. It'd be expensive. They get crowns on them. You get implants where they drill a titanium rod into your jawbone, and then once that healed, there's a tooth that screws onto that. Usually made of some kind of porcelain, possibly acrylic. But like, it's the reason that like that's important is that having the titanium in the bone helps keep like it helps to encourage the bone in the jaw to grow. If you lose too many teeth, you'll start to lose bone mass in your jaw, and that can lead to a lot of serious issues later in life. So they recommend implants if you have a bunch of teeth pulled, to take care of that. Even for people who get dentures, they often recommend implants for the lower jaw, and then the plate snaps into that. They can get very expensive depending on how many you want to get done. And also, like, if you ever had like your wisdom teeth pulled, and you know anyone who's had that done, or if you've had that done and then got like dry socket or got infections in it because, you know, stuff got in there, they didn't quite follow the instructions. That can happen with these implants, the titanium rod. If like it gets infected, they have to take it out and clean the area out and wait for it to heal before they can try it again. So it can get pretty bad. It can get pretty nasty. Well, supposedly titanium makes a very good interface with human bone. That's why they use titanium for like pins and stuff like that, because it doesn't interact badly with bones. If things get really bad, then they can replace your entire lower jaw with titanium fittings, but that's pretty extreme. Hated life like a month after my wisdom teeth. Yeah, it's a rough one. It's a rough one. You got to watch out with that stuff afterwards to make sure that stuff heals properly. And then like the proper healing is that like where that tooth came out like fills with blood, and then that blood will gradually grow into bone tissue. Wisdom teeth have never been pulled. It's not entirely necessary, not with everybody. Generally speaking, like a lot of places will recommend getting the wisdom teeth out, but mostly you get it out if they are coming in such a way, if they're coming in crooked or coming in such a way that it's causing damage to other teeth. But some people's wisdom teeth like don't cause them problems. They're just kind of there. Flash doesn't have this pulled either. Yeah. Flash didn't have the teeth pulled in there. So yeah, it varies. It varies. Different people get it recommended at different times, and sometimes it doesn't present a problem until much later in life, depending on how they grow in. I didn't get mine pulled, and one of them had, instead of like 4 roots, it had 5 roots, and the 5th root was like curled around it like a tree root, and then angled at it about 90-degree angle. I wanted to keep it, they wouldn't let me. That was a pretty wild looking thing. Told that I experienced wisdom tooth pain at 16. Yeah, that's not always true. That's not universal. Like, that's usually when it starts causing problems, but it can come in like much later. Yeah, you gotta get out of there. You gotta get out of there and consult the medical professionals on your own grounds if you have concerns about that. I don't know why I've got on teeth. Oh yeah, it was just encouraging. Like, yeah, take care of your teeth. Brush your teeth. Get ready. Get your checkups. Get your cleanings. Floss. Well, there's some holes because they were kind of growing sideways, so I got a cavity. Yeah, and that's usually what it is. They're growing in an awkward place. It's in a bad angle. They're pushing other teeth around. It causes other damage. That's why you get them pulled. But sometimes they can come in fine. Generally not, though. Aye. Welcome to the Glitzville. There's a guy over there who gets paid to say that, right? Boy, it's hard to find a guy that clean cut and responsible these days. I sigh just thinking about him. What, this guy? They pay him? Man. Weird. Yo, out of the way, pal. I don't do stories on nobody's sorry. Move it or lose it. Is this guy like a carrot or something? What is he? Looks like a stubby carrot. Or an orange pineapple. Which is like the regular side to suffer. Has that caused like a lot of problems? Because even if they grow regular, it can cause like crowding and other issues. Dennis said just to let them grow. Oh, did I hate him? Oh man. Oops, sorry to hear that. Well, hello, Mr. Mustache. We meet again. Okay, well, that's good enough. Well, who's this fancy lady? Well, hello there, you big burly hunk of a man, you. You're smashing, dear. But I'm afraid I'm only interested in the champion, Rockhawk. Toodaloo. Ooh, wow, ooh, wow, ooh. Ooh, wow. Oh, I thought those bars were like a bar blocking the door. So to do more harm to cut. And get my lower jaw moved forward. Lower teeth are behind my upper teeth. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it depends on how badly. Don't take any medical advice from me. By the way, I just want to add, I am not a medical professional. I'm just a guy who's had some stuff happen and knows a lot of people who've had worse stuff happen. So, like, that's where most of it comes from. I know people that have, like, lost quite a few teeth. You know, they start having issues, and the dentist is like, "We'll pull them," and then they're like, "You know, you're gonna want to get an implant for this." It gets expensive. You know, people who couldn't afford it, and they just like gradually lost more because like that affects your overall like gum health and so on. You start having those gaps, like stuff gets pretty messed up in there. It can just snowball. What a glorious venue. Oh, mercy, Mario. Look there. Those two brutes are about to have at each other. Just wailing on each other in there. That's right. Ugh. I think it's about time for you to feel the rock. Oh. Stay down, Pincushion. You don't want more of this. Why'd you even show up? Yeah, you heard me talking, Wimpy. Stay out of the ring or feel the burn, baby. Tell you what, do about 1,000,000 push-ups and then come see Uncle Rockhawk. I'll give you another world-class spanking and send you crying home to Mama again. Hoo-wee, champ. That was a great whooping. Your thoughts on the match? You call that a match? Ain't there a fighter out there who can challenge me? No, no one can. Hear me? Ain't a fighter out there that can make me sweat. You got a bone to pick? Come fight me. Bring it. I'll take on anyone. Call himself his uncle. He meant every word. Even breathing is optional as long as you don't mind dying. No, no. It definitely required if it wasn't, I'd leave it be. You get injured a lot, Jum? I've had my share. I mean, I was involved in some pretty severe industrial mishaps during the Jumington Dynamics days that have left me you know, quite riddled with various implants and prosthesis and so forth. But yeah, beyond that, like just your usual, you know, major like stab wounds and like staples in the flesh and like broken glass and like nails through the knee and things like that, you know. Just your usual everyday injuries, your usual everyday childhood injuries, you know. Fall down and impale yourself on a board. Just kind of those things will happen. But I know enough about like stabs and nails you too. Yeah, well, I mean there were separate incidents of being stabbed and slashed and then falling on some nails and getting stuck on some other stuff. It's not as bad have other relatives. I have a relative who chopped off 2 of his fingertips with a table saw by not being very careful with the way they were using it. And their fingers are still kind of, you know, misshapen. Like they stitched them as best they could, but like there's obviously like something going on with them. Yeah. Had a few nail stab wounds too. Yeah, you work with nails. You're gonna get, you know, some nails stuck in you. You work around nails. You live around nails. Like they're out there waiting, but waiting to get you. You weaklings might as well stick to video game fighting, okay? Cause I'll hurt you. Well, buddy, I got news for you. This is video game fighting. Yeah, number 1, baby. Rockhawk is the champ. Got metal splinters. You're like metal, like I got like a really long shank of metal from a chain link fence stuck in my finger as a child, and my father went to cut it out with an X-Acto knife. And this goes back to my Terminator story from earlier. Having seen the Terminator, I was terrified of that X-Acto knife, and I was not very cooperative when he was trying to slice into my finger to remove this giant chunk of metal. I mean, it was all just like, you know, basically dead skin at that point, like the first layer, but like it was rough. It was rough. But I've gotten other stuff in there when I did some metal working very briefly. Metal shavings embedded in there. Stainless steel. Well, that can't be good. I can't. That's got to be worse than like the wood. I only had that one incident. Everything else is like just some shavings, some hot shavings hitting me. Oh, welcome in, Green. How you doing? Exactly. I'm good for that. Yeah, I've accidentally stabbed myself a couple times during my model making days. There's some unfortunate stitches. It wasn't bad. It gets everywhere and so malleable, but it's so delicious. It's so tasty. I'm doing good. Pretty good. Slowly going through this. I did make it to Glitzville. I was worried that I wouldn't actually make it, and I am going very slowly. Chad's very active. My word, Mario. On that uncouth bird's belt, is that a crystal star? Looks like it. Yes, I do believe it is. That wonderful sparkle is yet another crystal star. But such a tawdry place to find it. Why would it be here of all places? No, whatever shall we do? I don't fancy the idea of stealing that fellow's belt. What shall we do, Mario? Battle our way to the top! Radioactive elements are yummy. I mean, they may taste good the first time, but like, it's not doing any favors down there. Nearly been shot. I missed the word nearly the first time I read that, and just read that you had been shot a time or two. Like, wow, damn. Nearly been shot a time or two. That's wild experience. Yeah. Hopefully we none of us have to deal with that. We still had a crack behind you. Blood for the blood god. Indeed. Indeed. Oh, you darling man. I'm so happy to hear you say that. I expect nothing less than your fierce hunger for battle. You're 10 times the man of anyone here. You'll be a champion at no time. Oh, yeah. Let's move on then, shall we? Our next step is to become official fighters, I imagine. Oh, my heart is positively thumping. Let's find whoever is in charge this minute. Ha! Whee! How do I find who's in charge? I'll just go back here. You! Talk to me. Then shot though various calibers. Yikes. What's that, bub? You want to become a fighter? Well, if you're serious, you better go meet with Mr. Grubba, the promoter. Mr. Grubba's office is just down the hallway. You can't miss it. Head on through. Delightful. Grace, one of his friends had got shot right next to the heart and lived. Yow. It's minor league locker room, bub. Sorry, you can't go in there. Okay. Just taking in the sights. Why, is that a free hot dog up there? It is. I'll come back for that later. Wait a minute, that's not where I came in. Right? Champion's room. Okay. That's pretty crazy. What's it got bullets like? Never say no to a free hot dog. I think my inventory is full. Yeah, otherwise I'd be all over that hot dog. Delicious dogs. I do like hot dogs. Not gonna lie. Probably have some hot dogs this evening. Major League. Locker room. Fighters only. Sure. Nobody in the box. You got shot in the head too. Kind of have to be. Ooh. I want to make a hot dog. Well, let's all make hot dogs. Hot dogs for everyone. Hot dogs in chat. This is a minor league locker room. Sorry, I can't go in. Is there a hot dog emoji? There's got to be some hot dog equivalent. There is. There it is. Thank you, Sky, for indulging me with the hot dogs. Hot dogs for everyone. Let's all enjoy a nice Frankenfurter. Wait, no, that's a different thing. That's right. I'm pretty sure guy, isn't it? A nice sausage. Technically, that's what it is. What do y'all like on your hot dogs? I must admit, I do like mustard on hot dogs. I also like ketchup on hot dogs. And I know, depending on where you're at, that's a serious offense. That's a criminal offense. They say that you should not put, it is unacceptable for a person above the age of 18 to put ketchup on a hot dog. But, you know, I still like a little ketchup on there. What can I say? And if it's a crime, they can come and lock me up. Here we go. I love how they're like, their office is down the hall. You can't miss it. And there's just like a bunch of nondescript doors with dudes outside of them. Mustard and onions. I don't like relish. I don't like pickled relish. I like onions though. I like some mustard. I'm a Coney boy. It's not a Coney dog. Savory meat sauce. Sometimes other toppings. Ooh. That's looking good. There was a place by the last place I was working at. I worked for many years. There was a restaurant down the street that unfortunately shut down after COVID. They just, not so much because COVID, they just want to go back to the catering. It was a bad location, but I appreciate it because it's right down the street from my job and there's not a lot else out there. And they had a lot of variety in the menu, but they had chili cheese dogs there that were just killer. Oh, they were so good. That's probably one of their problems. Their portions were too generous. But man, I haven't had a chili cheese dog since that place went under. Cincinnati chili, mustard, onions, hot sauce. Man, that sounds good. I'm getting real hungry now. Oh, with the wrong emoji thing. Yes, the hot dogs. Delicious hot dogs. Who in tarnation are you, son? No, wait, I was using the goofy voice more. Who in tarnation are you, son? Who let you in? This is Grubba's office. Yep, that's me, Grubba. And you're one rude dude coming in without knocking. Skyline is closed now. Ooh. Yeah, a lot of places folded up. Restaurant business was always tough, and then rising prices pushed a lot of that out. And I know a lot of small businesses that tried to get the those loans like were beat up by people who really definitely didn't need it. It's a bad situation for a lot of people, and a lot of places just, well, that's it, we're out of here. There was an Italian place that was in my town for like decades that they just shut down. And I was talking to some people like, yeah, the owner, like, he hadn't been paying himself for like 2 years because he just didn't want to raise prices, and it finally got to be too much. Oh, past Pam. Oh, well, that's even better because they'll be back tomorrow. Skyline Chili's, Ohio staple. It ain't going anywhere. Oh, okay. Well, that's good news. The better all the places I lost around here. First, moving around through because of COVID. Yeah, restaurant business is a tough business. Tattoo place was thinking about getting one under because of COVID. I heard that. I heard you talking about that. Yeah, it didn't take much. A lot of restaurants in the town I'm in just closed down. There was a lot of chain stuff, but a lot of it was because they want to develop a lot of the town into a much richer town, which sucks. So they're hustling a lot of businesses out to be replaced by much more expensive, worse businesses. It's a bad deal. I don't even know where I could get. Yeah, I mean, that happens. Like, they get an idea, developers come in, they're like, we could attract, like, you know, the commuters. We could bring a richer sort of person in here. Let's get rid of this old downtown area. Let's build in some high-priced luxury condos. Great. Yeah, there's been the saying in this town for the longest time, like, if you work in this town, you don't live in this town. Because there's nothing in this town that pays enough to afford it, basically. I can't escape the condos. Nope. In the end, I think the only people who really make money off of that are the developers who sell these plans, who sell this stuff. They're the ones walking away with the big paychecks, and everyone else is left holding up some crappy apartment buildings that'll be falling apart in 3 years. Now I'm thinking about where I can go in this town to get anything like a chili dog. I'm just gonna have to make my own damn chili dogs. I'm doing it myself. Yeah, I can't think of many places. Even the places I can think of that might carry that have been really bad lately. So I'd rather just not even deal with them. What now? An athlete, huh? You want to be a fighter? Goofy place chili dogs, still surprisingly. I don't have a lot of variety left in this area. What is the thing? Like a lot of places moved out here. They want to build up this big like shopping area, and then like in a few years, the place was gone because the rents were too high, and they just weren't getting the business. And all they simultaneously started developing things on the other side of town, so that traffic was like hard split, and it's taken all the steam out of the last thing they developed. And it's like, it's only a matter of time before they develop something else that takes all the steam out of that. Use my own slur in chat. No slurs. Yeah, that could be a risky thing. It could be a risky thing. I'm thinking of one place. Yeah, I'll have to try them tomorrow. Get back on the hot dogs. Start at the food trucks. Oh, I wish I had food trucks around here. Oh, there's had an explosion of food trucks lately. I don't think I've seen a single food truck in this town. Really? Redneck? Redneck got blocked? Really? Is redneck a slur now? I mean, I know it's not like the most positive connotation, but like, Is it that bad that it needs to be blocked? That's a little... I've seen a lot worse than that get through. That's a new one on me. Taco truck, barbecue truck, fish truck, Italian ice truck. The only time I saw food trucks was like, there's like a big festival or something. And then nobody wanted to eat anything from it. I think that's since any semblance of, man, that's weird. Like, I can see it, but I don't really agree with it, but it's not like, it's like punk or emo or hipster. You know what I'm saying? Like, how is that? It's weird. Trunks along the main roads is the only catch. Is it like a busy main road? I don't think we're not that big of a town. I don't think we'd have room for any of the food trucks to roll in.
Hooey, that do change a thing or two, son. I always got time for an up-and-comer. Yep, this place is packed to the gills with young fighters all primed and are raring to go. I gotta say, son, you're a bit skinny for my taste, but I'm willing to give you a shot. Now, play me straight, son. You want to live the glamorous life of a champ, don't you? Darn Skippy. All right, son. I hear where you're coming from, son, loud and clear. When I was just a poor pup, I didn't give a pokies patoot for fancy big city ways.
Indeed. There was one that stretches from one side of town to the other. The trucks are, I live in the choir. I'm gonna go shop there all there. I gotta get out. I gotta get out of my cave more and like actually go into town sometime when it's not under the cover of night. They may be out there. They may be out around. I don't think so though. I'm trying to think the last time I saw them, what was going on. They paved out a bunch of stuff in the downtown area and they have like events out there and sometimes they have food trucks there for those events, but then I usually don't want to go there because I don't want to be involved in the event. Yeah, the number of trucks are out. That's probably why I'm too nocturnal. I gotta stop my vampiric ways and get out there during the day. I don't wanna though. That's me time. I don't need to be exposed to humanity. Oh, the hard R. Yeah. You can't say that anymore. I know that much. That's no longer cool. It's tough, like growing up in like the 80s and 90s when like so much of the common language that people tossed around, which is pretty offensive, was just like, it is what it is. And then all of a sudden it's like, no, you can't use that anymore. It's like, okay, well, I understand that. I'm not arguing. I'm not going to try and argue that we should be able to use that. I'm just saying, like, you got to understand, like, people grew up with this language. You can't expect them to change overnight. People were going to slip stuff out because it was part of the vocabulary for decades. You have Varden. No, I said vampire-like. It's vampire-like, which isn't to say that Varden is a vampire. He claims, quite frequently he's not a vampire. I'm not convinced, but I'm not going to argue with him on it. We're just saying vampire-like. Probably more like a Morlock, subterranean, sun aversion, that sort of thing.
I jumped in the world of martial arts and fought my way to fame and riches. You know what I realized? Being rich and famous is diggity dang dynamite. Now I can't mix it up in the ring no more, but I learned enough to set me for life. You reading me here, son? Dreams do come true, and even if they ain't yours exactly. Yep, that's the key, son. Dream big and you'll get big. That's the winner's way. And when you make it big, you'll look back at all those small dreamers and laugh. You reading me here, son? That's the spirit, chief. Here, let's have us a little walk and talk. Come on now. Come on. Shimona.
It's got to be like an OSHA violation or something to just have a hot dog sitting out there like that. Wow. Glitzy. My phone to let me say redacted all the time because the doggy couldn't stop saying it all the time. It's tough. It's tough once it gets in your vocabulary. Like, it's hard to break a habit.
Now, how you like this part? Just feast your eyes. Go on. This is the champion's room. Isn't it a sight? Deluxe. You become champ, son, and you get the key to this room.
Oh, there's a Game Boy Advance on the wall.
That ain't all, of course. That's on top of the big money and screaming fans. Yeah, no doubt about it, son. Apply yourself and a life of wealth and comfort awaits. Now, here we have the Major League locker room. A lot of contenders here. What do you think, son, huh? Not exactly glamorous, but it's clean and comfortable. Totally sanitary, too. Maybe I'm old-fashioned, but I care about my fighters, darn it.
Teenager on the internet playing on Xbox was not great for my career. Oh my god. That is like the vocal battlefield right there. You're gonna learn all the stuff that they won't teach you in school right there.
Now, I'm sure you know this already, son, but there ain't but one world champion. Clawing your way to the top and taking the belt to become champ ain't an easy thing. But that's the point, son. Wouldn't be worth it if there weren't no challenge. I can see you got the fire for it too, pard. You got the eye of the tiger there. You're gonna be champ. I can just feel it. I ain't never been so sure about a fighter. Oh, hey, one other thing. You gotta sign an itty-bitty contract to be a fighter. It ain't no thing, just take a second or two of your time. Just jot your name here, okay?
All right, sure. Sure. You signed the contract. So long, Mario Soul.
Best thing you ever done, son. Now, your Mario ain't a bad handle. Still, I gotta say part that lacks a little punch as a fighter's name, get me? Let me see here. Bam! Hooey! I got it. From now on, you're gonna be the Great Gonzalez. Hoo! Ain't that a beaut? Dang if that ain't a stroke of genius. A name that good comes around once a lifetime. Yep, everyone will soon bow before the Great Gonzalez. Make me proud, son. Well, now that we got the business side out of the way, Jolene, could you come in a minute, darling?
Ooh, office lady. Yes, sir. You wish to see me?
Sure did, hon. Jolene, this is the Great Gonzalez, our newest rising star. Be a peach and take him on down to the minor league locker room, already?
Right away, sir. He was apparently great. Too lazy. Just cuss all the time. Question is, how many times have you caught me cussing? I haven't noticed. But unless it's extremely foul, it would just like go right over my head anyway. Like it wouldn't even register for me most of the time. That's gotta be pretty bad when you pick him up. Thus began the rise of Great Gonzalez, the greatest mushroom wrestling federation superstar. Yes. I did like this. I like this in the original a lot. I think this was like what I spent quite a bit of time on coming back here before finishing the game, like just fighting the wrestlers. I thought it was fun. I like the weirdos that they put in there. It was pretty well done. Mr. Gonzalez, if you'd be so kind, please follow me. Wow. Like this original, not so much in present day. Is it because of differences in the game, or is it just like the passage of time took the fun out of it? Grown to hate win conditions. Oh. As you know, you are a contracted fighter now, so you must abide by some rules. Yeah, I understand that. I forgot about that. I may not like it either. I forgot about the conditions thing. Back then it seemed like a fun challenge, but we'll see. First and foremost, what Mr. Grubba says goes, period. You must do what he says. Also, as per your contract, you cannot quit until Mr. Grubba releases you. There are many other small guidelines that will explain as they become relevant. These are mild, so it's not too bad, but still. Yeah, I remember like Final Fantasy Tactics Advance running into that a lot and getting like flagged on the battlefield because of some weird restrictions. God, I must run Zane, Sky, or Shinobu VTuber group in general, maybe 75, 100 times, but that's a guess. Given how much interaction I've seen from you, that's a pretty low ratio. It's not too much. That's not too bad. I can't remember the last time I saw you really gutting it out here, like really cussing anybody out, at least in this stream. Well, maybe it is just the other streams. Well, here we are. This is your locker room. This place is a dump. I swear more in text than with spoken words. I get like just like they just kind of slip in there sometimes when having a conversation. It's mostly if I get heated about something. But I try to watch it more. I'm spending time around like younger kids when it's like, oh man, I don't know what I'm safe to say around here. Like that helps like the self-censorship a little bit. I swear less of my streams than anywhere else. Yeah, well, I know YouTube had a thing. I think they still do, or like you'll have issues with your videos if you swear. Like at first it was like if you swear at all, then it was like, well, if you swear within the first like 5 or 15 minutes or something like that. Got ticked off with Zane one day and he met the angry side of me. He like the Dr. Bruce Banner. We wouldn't like you when you're angry. I don't like most people when they're angry. I don't think anger in general is generally not a good thing. They brought in the time limit. It's running out of collabs and chats. Running out of PGA my own streams. Yeah, I I'm not like, I'm not gonna say like I'll never swear. I'm sure I've sworn. I know I've sworn. I can't remember it because it's just so unmemorable for me. But I try and keep it to a minimum. For no real reason. Really. Oh, this is the strongest there is. I liked the Hulk a lot when I was a kid. It was like the hero I identified the most with. Just because I had a temper that I did not like. Not that I was very powerful when I was angry. Just that it felt like a thing that I didn't want the world to see. I didn't want it to be a part of me. Well, here we are. This is your locker room. Looks like a real dump. It's all busted up. You're starting to minor league, of course, as you've just now started your career. If you don't like this dingy room, I suggest you work your way up through the ranks. When you're ready to fight, you just log onto this computer terminal here. Mr. Grubba will then decide who you'll match up against. You will have no say in this. Why don't you try it once? Walk up to the screen and log in with A. Then pick a ranked match. Okay. Cost 30 seconds to a video. Your cost more than X amount of times. You're demonetized. Interesting. Monetization seems like such a distant, far off thing that I don't super worry about it. But then I also like get concerned that like if I ever reach that, it'll be like, hey, you reached the criteria, except we don't like your channel and you're not getting monetized now. Like, oh no. Oh no. Welcome to the automated match reservation system. What is your command? Ranked match. You have selected ranked match. Well, howdy, Gonzalez. Ready to get your fist dirty, huh? There you go, son.
I got a treat for you. Your first battle's gonna be against the Goomba Bros. Don't you worry about them. They'll be a piece of cake. Just mop them up, okay, son? Hey, we want to get everyone fired up, though, so appeal to the crowd at least once. You got any questions about detailed rules, just ask the lovely Miss Jolene, okay, son? Well, good luck, Pard.
Okay, your battle's reserved. At this point, you just wait until security comes for you. Fighting is pretty basic. The team that drops the opponent's HP to 0 first wins. Simple winning is not enough. When Mr. Grubba sets fight conditions, follow them. In this case, the condition is to appeal to the crowd at least once. Fairly easy. If you satisfy the condition and win, you can battle a higher ranked opponent next. If you lose the match or don't satisfy the condition, your rank will stay the same. If you can get your rank up to 11th, you'll get a shot at the Major League. That's about all you need to know for now. Did you understand all that? Yup. Do a triple backflip and meow. My back. They made house moving pounds, but we don't like your channel face. Yeah. I mean, I know that's happened to people. That's happened to people that like they reach the criteria for monetization, but the other part of it is like your channel must be in good standing, and like their channel was not in good standing because of some community guideline strikes that they weren't quite aware of, or were just they had a rep on there, or they had some copyright strikes. Like that stuff matters, and you might not think it does when you're not monetized, but if you ever want to become monetized, that stuff can have an impact on it. That's why it'll note stuff like I got a couple of videos like RoboCop, right? I got flagged for the music, but basically they're like, hey, this group says they owned it, but it's fine, and this won't affect your monetization. Like, good. And anything that did say like this may affect it, I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna have to get rid of that audio. I'm gonna have to do something about this. So you still kind of have to pay attention to that stuff if you ever hope to become monetized. If you don't or don't care about it, then like the video is probably never gonna go away. They'll just keep letting you put stuff up there until it gets real bad, because they can come and delete channels, but like I think it's gotta get real bad, or you gotta really piss somebody off and get mass reported for that. All right, well, I guess I'm just waiting now. Gonzalez, match time. Follow me, bub. Security's here. Escort you to the ring. Try not to get completely destroyed out there. Really? Wow. Thanks for the vote of confidence. What if I just took a nap? All right, we're here to get you. That's great. I'll see you in 8 hours, buddy. Good night. All right, let's get this match in here. It's getting late for me. Not super late. I have streamed later, but I won't be streaming for super much longer. I know I didn't get a ton done, but like you should expect that by now, unfortunately.
Squaring off next, folks, are the meteorite hardheads, the Goomba Bros. And the newcomer was a hankering for hammering, the Great Gonzalez. The Goomba Bros have been waiting and getting all head up for the fight. Let's check in. How do, Goomba Bros? How are y'all feeling today? You ready for this fight?
Huh, are you kidding, man? We're always ready to bonk a fool or two. Who is this Gonzalez rookie? Cocky idiot, that's who. Waiting just makes us mad. We're gonna teach this tardy punk how to respect fighters with seniority. Cannon fodder bros have arrived. There's stuff a streamer mindset where I don't cuss because my brain said don't cuss. I said some wacky stuff. I think a lot of the stuff that I've talked about very casually is probably like it may not get flagged as such, but I think it probably would have been better if I just swore. I think a couple expletives would probably have been better than like talking about eating human bodies and things like that. Probably. I could be wrong. I've said some out there stuff, I think. But I mean, I backed it all up. There was a reason for all of it. I hope.
Hot diggity dang, 5 fans. There's the Great Gonzalez now, striding on up.
You want to send this guy's Discord right up here? Yeah, go ahead. I don't think I have Discord right up right now, but I will check it out.
Hot diggity dang, 5 fans. There's the Great Gonzalez now, striding on up. I tell you, this rookie's got some guts, strolling up late like he owns the place. Hoo! Okay, now Gonzalez, listen up. Let me just explain the rules of the match real quick.
Am I late because I slept? Oh, okay. Those total cowards. Those chickens attacked us before the bell rang. Oh, that's it. Come on. We aren't losing to punks like them. Let's waste them. Yeah, quit crying, will ya? That was just a little welcome gift for the rookie. Where's our thank you? You're about to get it. It's at the end of my boot. All right, let's appeal first. Yay! And you're dead. You were in late regardless? Okay. Not that I think it made much of a difference, but like, I was just curious. It would have been funnier if it was like, that happened because I decided to sleep then. Would have been like, we get Mario. They're like, oh, look, he's late. And I'm like, I did right when the security came to get me. I'm like, hold on, I just got to sleep first.
The great Gonzalez wins. Tell me, son, what was his first taste of victory like?
The battle was savage. It was okay, I guess. That fight, what a joke. That battle was savage. It wasn't, but I don't need to. I gotta play the nice guy now so that, you know, it makes my inevitable heel turn all the more satisfying.
Listen to this guy. He's like a poet of the arena. I'll tell you what I just saw, folks. A whooping. This kid's got skills. We got ourselves a new hero. Let's hear it for him, folks. Yeah, the great Gonzalez.
Yay! Gonzalez, yay! Woo!
Not too shabby for a first fight, Gonzalez. You got some promise. Anyways, I'll be heading out now and go and get your fight money from Jolene.
How much did I make off of that? $10. $5. Wow, I thought it was estimating low, and even I was too high. But need more blood should be an option here. Yeah, where's like the real fight where Mario just gets in there and just like sinks his teeth into him, and just like rips out chunks of Goomba flesh. That's the fight I need. By $5. Here's your fight money of 5 coins. Bing. Mario's ranking rose to 19. Your rank went up because you met the conditions. Your next fight will not be set up until you select rank match on the terminal. You can also check your current ranking on the terminal screen. Feel free to do whatever you like until your next fight. You have a nice day, Mr. Gonzalez. Well, we're in it now. I pulls a Mike Tyson. That's your fanfic. That's my reality. Yo, Rook, how was your first fight? I'm King K. Just a Bush League scrub like you. I used to work with a guy called King K because his last name started with a K. I don't think I had played this game yet. I just started calling him that. He called me Jack J. The J clearly being for Jum. It's King K and Jack J. I used to I don't know why we got along so well, because he used to our desks were like across from each other, and I used to throw pennies to try to get them to go into his shirt pocket, like his like chest pocket, you know. Eventually he stopped wearing shirts. He's like, I went out and I had to buy new shirts that didn't have a pocket in them because you kept throwing pennies in them. But he never said anything when it happened. And then he left the job before I did. And his last day, he walked out of the office and then he ran back in and threw a dollar worth of pennies at me. You know, 100 pennies, essentially. That was good times. It was good times. Anyway, I'm King K, just a bush league scrub like you. Good meeting you, man. You look like a stand-up dude. I think I can hang with you. 100 pennies, nice. Yeah, it was it's quite a blow. We used to there was some commercial at the time where someone was like, that'll get you a horse whipping. And we had like this antenna that came off of an old stereo or like an old boom box. It would just come up a lot when we were discussing some strategy for something, and then it would just devolve into the horse whippings. Man, that was a long time ago. I haven't talked to that guy in a long time. Should check in with him. Hope he's doing well. Hey, so why don't you meet the gang, huh? This guy here's Master Crash. Nice to meet you, Bomb. Well, now that we've gotten to know each other, I will give you advice. Bomb! As Jolene was saying, you'd better bomb! Obey Mr. Grubba's conditions. If you can't clear the conditions and win, your rank won't go up, even if you win the match. Bomb! Yeah, my man has, some quirky speech going on, but his advice holds up most of the time. Not just sometimes. Bomb! Advice is always useful. Bomb! Right, man, whatever. Anyway, this lean machine over here is Bandy Andy. This guy wouldn't do on a one airplane. Not in modern environment. He wouldn't even get on the plane. They'd be pulling him aside for a randomly selected screening, and he would go to sleep and wake up in Gitmo. I'm pretty sure, or a hospital. You'd think. Pretty sure you could get in a hospital pretty well. You'd hope he wouldn't. But he would. Hey, nice to meet you. I'm not in here too often, but if you see me around, say hi. Oh yeah, if you sleep in the bed over there, your HP and FU will fully recover. I thought he was going to end that very differently, and I was very concerned. Just based on looking at his face, like, oh yeah, if you sleep in the bed over there, I'll see you in your dreams. It's not like the cushy bed in the champ's room, though. It doesn't refill star power. Okay, cool. And this last guy with the sweet purple kicks is known as Cleftor. Cleftor. So I was gonna jump us. I thought it was gonna be some like Freddy Krueger threat, or that he'd be like, if you go to the bed later, I'll be waiting for you. It's like, man, there's something down by my feet, and you look under the covers and it's just him. It's like, yeah, just go to sleep, buddy. Yeah, I'm mad when I start wearing a uniform to school. Why would they be mad about that? Or is that, well, no, I mean, this is a requirement in the school to wear a uniform. Freddy the Bandit. Yeah. He's gonna scary Terry us.
Gurk, Cleftor no like make friend with mustache.
Easy there, Cleft Man. He isn't the friendliest guy, but you get used to him. It's not required. Still, I don't see how they can get upset with that. It seems a little ridiculous. Anyway, that's the core minor league crew. You need something, ask us. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. You and me are gonna have to square off eventually, so good luck, man. Yeah, I'm not really worried about that. I'll break every bone in your body easily, like this. You gonna tell me something about that? I don't want to hear it. Look at that. No one knows I'm here. I mean, my partner's out there. Oh, look, a dizzy dial. Do I have room for a dizzy dial? I don't have room for a dizzy dial. So long, dizzy dial. I should stop looking for things. It could have been a badge. It could have been like a star piece, any of those things. Where are you going, man? Where are you going? Whoa. All right. Well, I got here, and that's what matters. That's what's important. We got here. That's the important part of it, right? Whether or not we got very far into it is less of a requirement. The very active chat tonight, and I was very distracted, and I'm not very good at splitting my attention between the two. So that's it for Paper Mario. It's housing your door tonight, but don't go anywhere because it's time for Bubble Bobble. I pulled this up to test something the other day and accidentally overwrote the save state. That's why I create two, because it's the first thing that comes up, so it's very easy to override it. I was very upset. Bubbling time. Oh boy. Oh no. Haven't I been here before? Ugh. Oh god. Okay. I've got the strat. I've got the strat. Kind of. Get on your bubble. Nope. The shoes. Oh man. Oh, my brains. Oh my god. There's gonna be one of these again. Got him. It only took me 2 tries. I can live with that. I didn't miss the I didn't get the shoes or the donuts or any of the other fun stuff. I don't like these laser guys. What is that? It looks kind of like a faucet, or that could be like a digestive structure. All right. Well, that was a pretty quick one. I thought it was going to be a lot worse. The last time I had like a row of the laser dudes up top shooting their laser beams down on me, and I had to bubble up to them. That was pure hell. And I basically just had to keep running through and dying until it spawned an item that killed everything on the level so I could win it, because I just couldn't pull it off otherwise. Couldn't find an opening, but this time I pulled it off. 64. We're on 64 out of 100. I'm really curious, because in order to get the good ending, I have to beat this game twice, and I have to beat it with 2 players twice. And I'm hoping I can just plug another controller in, hit start, add somebody in there, and do it. Even if I can't. If I can't do that, well, then I'm still going to go through all the 100 and just deal with the bad ending, and I'll live with that. Live with that shame. I could test it beforehand. I probably should. But it won't change anything, is all I'm saying. If I plug another controller and I can't add another character, or like it doesn't work out, like that's fine. That's fine. Anyway, it's coming up close, man. 36 more levels to go. Possibly less if I get a warp thing. So you got to be careful with that, because you don't want to warp past level, I think it's 99. You got to get something at level 99. That's also part of getting the good ending. There are several wacky criteria. Anyway, that's it for the stream for this evening. I will be back tomorrow night. Well, hopefully, I should be able to complete Clock Tower 2, The Struggle Within, aka Clock Tower Ghost Head. I got the strats. I got the notes. I should be able to chew through the first 2 sections. I did have to start over. And then, I should be able to get through this area. I don't know. The first 2 took me like 1 stream each, and even that was kind of rough, but I think I'll get through it. I'm gonna do it. I gotta clear that out. I gotta clear something out, and then be back again on Thursday for Laptis Noma. So, yeah, hopefully we can get through it. Yeah, I'm curious what happens with the samurai statue. I did touch it, but I must not have touched it properly or in the right way or at the right time. I don't know, but we'll find out. Find out tomorrow. Thank you for dropping in, hanging in, chatting with me. Always a delight, always a pleasure. I had a lot of fun, and that's mostly because I had you to hang out with. So I hope you enjoyed it as well, and I hope I'll see you again on the next one. Until then, take care, everyone. So long, everybody. Bye-bye.